Hello, everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube, in all its infinite wisdom, has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Die Party Surge, a weekly Shadowrun Anarchy role-playing experience right here on Twitch. I've managed to find every one of my Shadowrunners tonight, which is it's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, I've got to go. Sorry.
Okay. Bye.
Wait, shit! It's Christmas. I can't be here now.
Dang. But yeah, shit. We're all here. We're all ready to unwrap the presents that I've given everyone. Let's start off with, I guess, since Eugene just walked away. Oh, there he is. Eugene.
I can't find my Christmas hat.
Oh,
I
man.
have a Christmas hat. I can't find it.
I should get a Christmas hat. But Eugene, I got you a gift.
You got me a gift?
Yeah, it's wrapped. Surprisingly, looks like a dildo, but it's not.
Woohoo!
Here you go.
Exciting.
How you been, man?
I've been good, buddy. I've been good. I mean, I just got a gift wrapped suspiciously like a dildo. I mean, it's an exciting day to be me.
I love doing that, by the way. I could get someone like a shampoo bottle and a tennis ball, and you wrap it together.
Honestly, I don't know why that isn't a company. There's already a company that will send an enemy of yours glitter in a spring.
No, they actually got sued, and they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, but I think that as a service, if I had a store as a service, I would allow you to select a dick-shaped box to get delivered to the person's house. You know, just like, and not like, oh, that's obviously a joke, like a 4-foot penis. No, obviously dildo-sized boxes. That is a service I would offer at my store.
Contains an iPod Nano inside of it.
Yeah, like
my favorite one is we did that to my dad once, but we made it super heavy and put it like Russian nesting dolls of boxes. You know, like, and then inside was novelty powdered shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So, it was interesting.
So I in the video game world, I've been playing a game called This Is Billions, which has really been scratching that RTS itch real good.
Yeah, no, it's the highest I've gotten is 72 days.
RTS, you say?
Yes.
I wouldn't really call it an RTS. I don't know.
It scratches that itch while not being an RTS. So it, mechanically speaking, is very similar to Age of Empires. You have a base, you build the base, you build units. The objective, however, is very different. Instead of building base, taking units, going conquering, they're zombies. Yeah. Billions of them, and they want to come eat your face.
So the way I describe it, or the way that I guess Doc and I describe it, because he described this way to me, was it's like that fucking anime with the walls and stuff.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's like Attack on Titan.
You've got to keep building walls and sectioning it off, because eventually they're going to break in a little bit.
Yeah.
And you've got more walls there. It's a game of walls, basically.
That is one stratagem.
Yeah, and if a zombie touches any building, they basically
it's not if they touch any building. It's if they kill a building. It's just they kill buildings incredibly fast.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then,
so
then they
I'm playing
spawn
that.
more zombies. It's kind of cool to watch in motion. And like,
Yeah, it's like everything is fine. Everything is fine. Oh dear God, everything is not fine.
yeah.
It does a really good job, I think, gameplay mechanic wise, of always keeping you engaged because you never actually feel like, okay, I got this. Because the second you feel like, all right, I got this, I'm good, and you start getting lax, zombie gets to your home and destroys it, and then you have 12 more zombies attacking all your other homes, and now you have a swarm of 500 zombies in your base and you're dead.
That's why you put walls everywhere.
So many walls.
Every house fenced off.
Yeah, no, it's a very interesting game. I read a manual on how to beat it. It's because the way you unlock the next level is you have to beat the first level on 100% difficulty.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean,
like,
I've only played it. Well, the first time I played it was on 135%, and then the second was 100% because my chat is cruel.
I played it
I
on
think-
55% when I started, and I was like, oh, okay, I get the idea of this game now. But like, honestly speaking, it's like way too RNG dependent. Like it's like
Your starting location is super, super
if you don't
important.
start with like at least 13 wood and some flat lands to put stuff and sectioned off areas so that you don't get fucked straight away, it's like, yeah, well.
Yeah, it gets real rough. So, like, the two RNG things that are like so crucial are where you start, like the surrounding architecture, and you will occasionally have free spawns of stuff near you, gold, wood, stone, that kind of stuff, in little packages like you would have in StarCraft. If you don't get those, you're in for a bad day.
Also, your mayor. That can really
the
make or
mayor
break a early
spawns.
game.
Yeah, last time I played, my first mayor was like, you can have 10 walls and a gate or 2 wooden towers. It's like, well, that's one.
Can I have the other guy that comes with snipers, please?
Yeah, that is 1/8 of the walls I need. When you can get things like, hey, here's snipers, or hey, here's a great ballista, or hey, here's free upgrades to your tech. Anyway, neither here nor there. That's what I've been playing in the video space. I have no shame in admitting I have a slight Gloomhaven addiction.
Oh my god, fuck! I want to play that so fucking
yeah.
bad.
It's
God, I want it so bad.
so good.
I've heard no bad things about it, except for that it can take like forever to set up. But other than that,
Well, that's the thing. Like, I would love to play it on Tabletop Simulator because, let's be honest, it'd be impossible to teach some my Polish friends how to play this game. And Tabletop Simulator is just like fucking. It doesn't work there.
It's I don't see it working well for Tabletop Simulator, only because for it to work, it would actually need to be like a specific created module with like a whole bunch of unique resources, and there's so many things to move and pick up. But yeah, so I think I played my first session with Chris a month ago. That was an 8-hour session, and we've had
Like
4
in Meat Space?
Yeah, in Meat Space. And we've had like 4 6 to 8 hour sessions since then.
Are you doing multiple scenarios in those sessions?
No, generally we get about 2 scenarios done. Maybe 3. There is a lot of setup, and we are still new at the game, so it's like a lot of rule checking. I think standard, you're going to get once you get going, I think you're going to get a scenario done like every 90 minutes or so. But yeah, it's awesome. Like, it's ridiculous.
Board
Like,
game of the year?
easy.
Seems that way for a lot of people, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, easy call for me. Like right now, it's like $280 on Amazon, which is a ridiculous amount for a board game, and I would still say it's worth it. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing with my life.
Awesome. While we're talking about like RTS games, I picked up Spellforce 3. That game is fucking amazing.
See, I played it for a bit. I like the story. I like the graphics. And when the camera isn't fighting me, I like the mechanics.
Yeah, the camera is the worst part of the game.
The camera control is so clunky.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah. I work out a good way of doing it. One of the control schemes has Q and E as rotation, and it's like, oh.
Does it?
Yeah.
That would make life so much better.
It does. It still doesn't fix it, but it is what it is. But like that game surprised me. I think the mechanics of destroying buildings is a little fucked, but like everything else seems fine. Like you're pretty much very reliant on hero powers to destroy buildings. At least in the early games. I don't know if like I saw one time in an early match they brought out like a ballista. I'm like, oh fuck yeah. When do I get those? I haven't unlocked them yet. Like,
yeah, like I made the mistake of not taking the building damage talent because there's one talent that you get.
Yeah, raise. Yeah,
it does. Yeah, raise, and it does a shit ton of damage. I didn't take it because it was like, it's fine. I'll just make units and guys who throw fire. Fire should do that. No, you take that. You take that talent. Every single time you take that goddamn talent.
Yeah. I mean, luckily they have enough respec potions in the game where it's like, yeah, okay, I made a mistake, I can fix it. So
yeah, it's just it's a game that with slight modification to the control scheme and the camera would be a really really enjoyable game, but it's really hard to get past for me.
I also played Station the new Dean Hall rocket game. The guy who made DayZ. It's like take any survival game that you like and take the crafting mechanics, right, where you like sort of synthesize whatever, and extrapolate that like to the nth degree, where like you're in space, you need to pressurize a room. And then you need to fill it with oxygen, so you need to make pumps and vents, right? Pretty standard stuff. But then you need to mix
a rock, and I shove them together.
Yep, but here's the other thing. Then you need to create a furnace and put in the right amount of hydrogen and the right amount of oxygen. So 2 parts oxygen, 4 parts hydrogen. Combine them together to make a breathable atmosphere. Pump that into the room, and then have it not break because of the pressure inside of it. It's fucking insane. And it's really amazing, aside from the fact the controls are like armor level retarded. So
that sounds chunky.
It is, and I wish they would fix it. But Dean Hall's like, nope, this is how I want it. And it's like, fuck. So yeah. Anyway, that game is interesting, and it's multiplayer and all that shit too. So, but yeah. Shit. Fuck. Hey, Brian.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. What have you been playing or doing this week?
Still some Final Fantasy 14, and I was looking at the games on my shelf, and I was like, fuck, I haven't played Fallout 4 since they did like any of the DLC or the survival mode or even the ability to download mods on my PlayStation. So I put the disc in, and the disc was damaged. I said, fuck. So the Game of the Year edition was on sale on the PlayStation Network. So I just downloaded it, and it was like $35, all the DLC and everything. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get into the game. And I started looking at mods, and I was just downloading mods until the show started. So I haven't played it yet.
Do they have like, is it just like official sanctioned mods? Is that how?
No, they have that creation club thing going on, but you can still do like free mods that people have put in. But the PlayStation, Sony has like these weird restrictions on like you can't fuck with the script of the game at all and shit like that. So it's mostly just like graphic enhancement mods or cheat mods or like player home.
New weapons and equipment is a big thing.
Clean faces.
Just a 9mm pistol. Like
yeah. So I mostly just fuck with like the graphic mods and stuff just to make it look a little prettier. Add some trees and whatnot, but yeah, I haven't really played it yet.
This is Fallout, man. There's no trees.
There's plenty of trees.
Yeah, they attack you.
Yes. Other than that, I have had the flu for the past 3 days, and I'm just now starting to feel like a human being again. So if I fall asleep in my chair, someone please activate the electrical shock capabilities of my office chair, and I'll wake up.
Ah, yes, I've still got that button. I'll make sure I do that.
Yeah, you've got it somewhere.
Alrighty. James, what up, my man? How's it been?
That's all right. So I haven't really done anything this week, just so you know. Just been playing with Photoshop.
How's that going for you? Like, I know the pain of making overlays, but I've got it down to a fine science.
I don't really know. I've had to self-teach myself Photoshop, so I don't really know everything I can do and what I can't do. I don't know how to make shapes and stuff. Like specific shapes, not like I can make a circle and a square. You know, that's not hard, but it's just like other things.
Yeah, it's generally
like
one of those
shapes.
One of those things that I was taught very early on, like in my life, how to work with Photoshop and how to work with video editing software and stuff like that, and it's been very useful for me ever since then. So definitely a skill I really like, but I can understand. Like I definitely help out a lot of people when it comes to Photoshop stuff. So I don't know if you have some questions later on, maybe I can help you.
All right, I'll fire you some questions, maybe. If I need it, I just need to figure out what I've got to do. I've done one overlay set already. I just need to do 4 more.
Oh.
But that's it. That's all I've really done. That's all I've done, and played a bit of RimWorld, and that's it.
Ah, yes, that old beating horse. Yes. Doc Gust, my man, how you been?
Yo, I've been getting up to very little these last few days. Anything that involves moving increases body temperature, so I just try not to.
You still dealing with the sweltering 42 degrees?
It only hit 40 yesterday, so that wasn't as bad. But
yes.
the only real problem is it just doesn't get cold. It never cools down at night. It stays like 35 degrees all through the night. It never goes away.
You got a leather couch, my man?
No, thank God. There'd be like
if he did, he'd be stuck to it right now.
Yeah, it'd just be like all of the skin off my back would be there.
Yep.
And I'd be in incredible pain.
Yep. I remember that song and dance in Australia.
They don't have aircon in Australia.
Well, here's the thing.
We do. I hate it.
Yeah. Air conditioning in Australia is fucking weird. It's like a huge business in Australia. Like you know, in America, it'd be like, oh, okay, you know, it's cheaper to get air conditioning set up in the winter, all that sort of stuff. In Australia, it's just like, what do you do for a living? I fix air conditioners. That's all I do. That's my 100% job. That's what I was taught to do when I was a teenager, and I've been doing that for 35 years.
We get that a lot in Florida as well.
Yeah, it's like... And Australia is such a weird country as well that an air conditioner is either really good or it makes your house feel stupid weird because of the temperature. Like, it's like the temperatures between outside and inside are so different. It's almost like walking into a pressurized cabin in some ways.
Yeah, I just don't like it because as soon as you step outside, it's like walking into a fire. There's just like a wall of heat hits you in the face, and that change is really uncomfortable. So I prefer to just use fans. Yeah, moving air is the way to go in Australia, in my opinion. But man, what is it? It's like -4 over here right now. It's a little cold, but you know. Yeah. Oh. And the last person we need to talk to, the ghost of the crew. What up, Pralo? How you been? It's been a long time since we've seen anything from you.
Well, let's see. 2 weeks ago was Disney World time, so that happened. I was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yep, went there with my my brother and his family and my mom and dad. Got to do the Disney World things. And then I came back and my lovely girlfriend Ko, who's over here off screen, no one can see, came over.
Put your hand in front of his face, Ko. Do it. Do it. Prove to us that you're there.
She's not going to do it.
It's just your hand.
Put your hand in front of my face.
Do it.
Do it.
All right.
Do
Here
it.
we go. There you go.
Do it.
Up
Do it.
further.
I'm too small.
Do it.
Oh, there we go. There's a hand.
Yay!
She's
Yay!
real. Oh my god.
Jesus.
I mean, in fairness, he could just be very flexible. That could be
Yes,
his
that was totally. Oh,
See?
look, she's over here too.
See? He's just selling it.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I've been hanging out with her. We're going to spend the holidays together, so that'll be awesome.
Ooh. So
Yep.
you actually get to be that guy that you knew growing up. That was like, oh yeah, no, you wouldn't know her. She lives in Canada.
Yes. Exactly.
You know that guy's like, yeah, we've been dating for about 4 weeks now, and she's awesome, but you're never gonna see her. And now you're that guy. So, but real.
Except she's here now,
Yeah.
and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Not really playing any games too much, or we may get on stream here and do like a I don't know, have both of us streaming at the same
All right.
time.
Here's what you need to do. Right. Buy Overcooked, and both of you motherfuckers play it. on
Overcooked.
stream. Yep.
Uh,
Do it. Catch
what does that run
co-op
on? Is
stream.
it on
PC?
PC?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, it's on sale right now. It's a great game.
All right.
It's about cooking.
We'll think
Henley's
about
trying
it.
to
We'll
ruin
think
your
about it.
relationship.
I don't. I'm saying I don't know if I want to ruin our
No,
relationship.
no. If I wanted to ruin your relationship, I'd be like, yo, just play Mario Party. You know, just
Mario Party. Yeah. Play Mario Kart. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, Mario Kart's not so bad. Mario Party is the real fuck you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We get very competitive over Mario Kart.
Them blue shells, man.
Them blue
Yes.
shells.
Fucking blue shells. Bullshit.
Right. See. And now if that was coming from her, it's like, and
Yep.
then you're like, you and your fucking blue shells, and it's
And
like, what did you
oh,
just
if
say
I
to
did
me?
it to her,
And then you, right?
Cuphead.
Exactly.
might
Yeah.
as well be doing it to myself.
So yeah, it's last week we played this game, and we're playing it again because it is a weekly game.
No breaks. Every week.
Every week. Not like a certain pirate game that won't be mentioned.
What pirate game?
What pirate
There's
game?
never
We
been
never
a
play
pirate
pirate games.
Yarg.
So yeah, basically last week our party was finalizing the arc of capturing the spirit known as the Spirit of Man, which was inside the Amulet of the Bear, which was in the Sioux sector. They managed to not fight the Spirit of Man. Instead, they worked with him to placate him, basically. Firebelly, aka Spooty, agreed to house the creature inside of him. But
It's out
first,
of my pocket.
yep,
How did it get inside you?
it's not inside of him. It's still in the amulet.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to destroy the amulet in order to him take on the brand of the Spirit of Man. But there is a complication. The Spirit of the Bear, aka Hermes' godfather, basically told him that he needs to give it to a man. And I'm pretty sure I wrote that name down, but I don't have it here, which is annoying.
If it makes
see
you
if
feel
I
better,
wrote it down.
I also didn't write it down.
It was 3 names. It was like a 3-name person.
Who are we talking about?
The person that we're gonna give it to.
Yeah, well, the person that the bear spirit wants to receive.
Okay, not
Yeah.
the fence.
Not the
Wait,
fence.
Henley, do you have
Currently-
do you have the last episode on YouTube?
I do, yeah.
Well, I can go to your YouTube channel. And what's that again? What is your YouTube channel?
The first
YouTube.com
The first person to
/C
say it in
/
chat gets a free game by Henley on Steam, right?
What the? Yeah, I will buy you some sort of 20-cent game. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Clicker Heroes, it's free.
Click here.
Yeah, I did sing a song. That was
So if we start with James's character and his prostitution ring, I can go ahead and go watch the VOD and figure out what that name was.
Sweet,
Just
that'd be
remember
awesome.
though, I've got the medallion thing.
Yeah, you have it. So they got all that done, and then they had to get across the border again, and because the circus, Mr. Magoo's. I don't know. It's probably not Mr. Magoo. Who was it?
The circus name is
Fudpucker.
Fieldmaster Fudpucker's Fabulous Emporium
That's it.
and Intertwined Time Warp Bubble World.
That's the one. And he wasn't going to leave for like a couple of days, and the spirit of man was agitated. So basically, they went to Lurdane's manager, and his manager set up a meeting with a man called Mazza Dakota, who owns the Righteous Native, a casino on the strip of the Sioux sector, where you went. Basically, you had to navigate a social construct, which was nobody talks to the boss. You got invited to a green room where you found out that one of the elf, I guess, waitresses within the green room is a regular at his, I guess, adult party swinger club thing. And she managed to get you in. Once you got up there, it was pretty much an orgy of sex, booze, and drugs. You navigated that party pretty well by having Lodane actually sing an acoustic version of a song, which he did a great job of. And because of that, he got everything that he wanted. He got access to a helicopter. He got a recording deal, but he only has to shaft his manager to get it. And yeah, it's a pretty good time. Oh, we did steal some lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it's not really stealing. He did. It was an all-you-can-eat buffet, and he did eat it.
Yeah.
Technically.
So yeah, that's where we begin. So let's start off with I guess Lodane and Merc. I guess you two are sitting together now that the deal has been struck. So what's going on there?
Oh God.
I mean, being
Who am
brothers
I-
and all that.
Oh, is he with me now?
Sure, fuck it.
I guess.
Oh, because I didn't invite him up because he wasn't here last week, so we didn't invite him up.
Yeah, I mean, he was floating about in other places. You know, he can be either one.
Okay. Which one would you have done? Would you have gone to try and speak to the manager, or would you have gone to the all-you-can-eat buffet that you weren't paying for?
More than likely food.
Okay then. You are in the all-you-can-eat buffet, and Lodane, you are upstairs with Mouse.
Okay.
You're making it difficult.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So I'll probably approach Mazza Dakota
Mm-hmm.
and go. I do have 3 friends that are downstairs.
Oh no, that was mentioned last time. Yeah, he
Oh,
knows about them. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. I forgot what we told him and what we didn't. I'm going to take these things off before they make load of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Greyfist.
That yes. Grey Fist. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so what's the plan here, boys? Are you gonna try and get? I mean, we can fast forward to you guys meeting up.
Well, when we left it off, I hadn't actually shaken on the deal. I wanted some time to think about it.
Oh yeah, that's
But I'm
right.
gonna
Yeah.
But I'm going to shake on the deal.
You are gonna shake on the deal.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so what are you gonna? So yeah, you shake on the deal. Mazza claps his hands together, stands up, and he's like, "It's time for a celebration, then." So he will, grab, a couple of girls, and his favorite whipping horse. God, what was her name?
Her name is Mallory.
Mallory, because I was gonna say Lisa, but that doesn't make sense. It might have been someone else. He'll grab Mallory as well, and he will, invite you to a back room with him if you'd like to come.
Certainly.
Interesting. All right, Mouse. What are you gonna do while he goes off to fornicate with his new boss?
This is not Mouse's area. I think he's going to leave and leave you guys to your orgy.
Are we assuming that Merc is with them, or did Merc stay with us at the buffet?
He's at the buffet.
Okay.
He, as mentioned, he picked. He picked.
I had you muted while I was watching
Ah,
YouTube.
okay, that makes
I
sense.
didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, you go off to fornicate, Lurdane. Can you give us an idea of like what?
How big is your dick?
No, I just want to get an idea of how much. Like, are you?
How
are you?
freaky is you?
No. Are you like a Are you going at it subtly, or are you just being
Describe
an
your love
absolute? Are you being an absolute asshole because of like your fame? Like how are you like? Are you being a rock star at this, and you know not caring about things, or are you being the conscious swinger?
Are you being a normal person, or are you being Harmony?
He doesn't know who Harmony is.
Who's Harmony?
Exactly. Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll probably be.
Like it's a party basically, and you're getting like anything that you possibly want to the degree where you could call in a donkey if you wanted to, right? It's one of those things, but it's up to you whether or not this like how far you want it to go. Like give me a rough idea of how far that is.
I'll just be a relatively well-behaved person.
Okay, yeah, okay, partake, but not like.
Did you just ask him if he wanted to have sex with a donkey?
Yeah, I wanted
Yes,
to get
he
an
is.
idea of how far he was willing to go. So
It's Shadowrun, man.
Shadowrun. Mm-hmm.
It'd be a synth donkey, but
The donkey would be made out of soy. But
But yeah, I wanted to get an idea of like whether or not he's going to be known as that guy.
A
in the
donkey
circles.
fucker.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
well, yeah.
So okay, that's good. That's all I wanted to know. So yeah, Mouse. The party goes in a direction that you're not willing to partake in, and you kind of get left behind in like this room for the most part. There's still people here, but they're slowly clearing out as the party dies down and goes to the after party, as it were. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Probably back. See if I can get back downstairs without anybody stopping me.
Yeah, no one's going to stop you from leaving.
Rejoin the rest of the group.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure I'm probably walking like the staff passages and things like that. Take the elevator down. I should be right to just walk straight through.
And it's pretty much just like you go to the penthouse elevator, which is like one elevator up from the other elevators, and you can get down to the floor pretty easily.
All right. Well, I'm gonna rejoin the rest at the buffet.
Are you guys still at the buffet? I mean, I know that you made off at the last minute last time, and we can kind of have that time sort of even up a little bit if you want.
we left the last episode heading somewhere to the side so that Firebelly could regurgitate the two lobster
Yep.
without having to deal with the no doggy bag sign. So I imagine like we turn off towards the side, towards the service elevators, where we're like, nobody's gonna look for us here.
Yeah.
And Doc just like comes down the service elevator to Firebelly, like vomiting two lobsters.
There,
out.
your friends, regurgitating meat.
Mouse, I got some food for you. Don't worry, it's clean. My stomach is sterile. There you go.
I had sandwiches and cocaine. Thank you.
Hermes?
I thought we were saving those. Though to be honest, I don't remember what we were saving them
For Benjamin Greyfist, because he was the one
he
who
likes
was,
lobster.
he was eating it
Oh,
in
yeah.
your like
He was eating lobster. That's
in your
right.
bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't
I remember
even
it
know
happened. I didn't
this.
remember the reason.
So, there's a reason for everything.
Is it though? But like, 'cause we just saw him eating it. That doesn't mean that we're going to be able to bribe him with it.
This is what happens
so
when
I'll
you leave
put
Fire
my,
Belly and Hermes in an all-you-can-eat buffet. All right.
I'll put the lobsters in my little satchel.
Okay, yeah. Mark in your inventory 2 soy lobsters.
But
Done
definitely
and
aren't going to
done.
be eaten by rat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so I mean, you guys have got like a couple of hours to burn. Is there anything you guys wanted to do? You're in a casino. Did you want to try and make? Here's the thing: if you guys have any floating karma, I'll let you gamble that shit.
Oh, I have 3 karma.
It is money, after all.
Where are karma located again?
I have 1 karma.
I also still have my chip.
I've just
You're
been
good,
hey
Thad.
Fowler,
Okay,
I've
they're
just
on-
been putting my karma like in the writing box on the character sheet. I don't think there's an actual
Yeah,
spot
yeah.
for it.
No.
I've
put
been
under
putting it under plot
The
director.
plot. Yeah, that's where I put it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take my 1 karma and I'm gonna go find. You know what? I like dice games.
I'm gonna do some dice games.
I want to do some dice games with my 1 karma. How's this gonna rock?
Well,
Finley.
what I think we'll do is it'll just be a game of chance, and it will be simply put, you roll 1d100, and if you can beat the house, you can double up, and if you don't, you lose basically.
All right.
Does anyone have gambling as like a special descriptor or anything like that?
No.
No.
Okay.
I could write it down real quick, if that helps.
Nope.
No.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Nope.
Just make it nice and simple. So, all right. Hermes, you walk up to a table where they're throwing bones. How much money do you convert into chips?
1 karma's worth.
So about 5,000 yen. Okay, that's about what karma's worth in this world.
5 cups of coffee.
Well, that's like 500, but yeah. Okay, so you got your 5,000 yen chip. Let's roll it up. D100.
Righto.
You walk up to the dice. You blow on it. More like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's gonna be hard to beat. We'll see if I can do it.
No, it's not. It's
Yes, it is.
above half.
Have you seen how my D100 rolls?
Yes.
There you go.
So
No!
How do you want to spend an edge to reroll?
No, we won't do that. Anyone else want to gamble there?
I would like to do that.
yeah, I'd like to what's the return?
Double. So you
So if
put
I
3
gamble
in, you
1, I
get
get
Bet it
2.
all.
yeah.
Bet it all.
But you only get one opportunity here. We're not gonna let you.
Bet it all.
All right, I'll bet 2 karma.
All right, give me a D100. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh.
Oh! Okay, so you can have 4
I'm up
karma
to
now.
7 now.
Yeah. All right, Mouse, Merc.
Do it.
I just made
I
it
mean-
look easy, guys.
Yeah, seeing as how easy you just made it look. I
He
think
beat him
that's
by
what
1.
you know. Get the
Oh,
other
yeah,
shut
and
up.
let's just clarify here. If it rolls the same number, it's a house win. Okay, let's just
Yeah,
say
it has always.
May I suggest an additional game for better odds? So for triple the money, he rolls a d10 and calls the dice.
No, we're gonna keep this up. We'll keep this up. I don't like the idea of someone being like a 1. Yeah, nah. Like, all right, we'll just do this. So that's how we'll roll. Yeah, you gotta beat the house, right?
I'll gamble my 1 karma.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a d100 for me. Ooh. No.
Wow.
So
I like dropped the dice.
in the
and
spirit, yeah.
spilled a drink and
Knocked over an elf waitress.
In the spirit of things, and everyone's gambling, I am going to show up everyone and bet my 5 karma, all of it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Throw it down.
Whoa.
If he got a 1, if he got a 1, would he be like escorted out of the it's casino?
yeah, you get caught cheap. They break his legs.
All right, so you have 10 karma from that. So good job.
Win big.
Win big.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to like look at Hermes and be like, gambling sucks.
I agree. Favors the wealthy. It does.
I put.
Don't be jealous, Hermes. It's all right. I just got the lucky bones in my hand. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Okay, so we get a smash cut of Ladane like having an orgasm, and then we
Oh my god!
and then we meet up. Where do you guys meet up?
Eugene, no. No. Bad Eugene.
Are we
Someone
all
put
meeting? So is this later?
Yeah, this
Or
is
it-
later. Yeah.
So maybe we're meeting on the helipad upstairs.
Yeah. All right. So you guys all meet up. Mazza Dakota is willing to fly you guys over. It is his helicopter after all.
If we agreed to not steal this, is that what's happening here?
Yeah, we're not stealing it now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he'll fly you over, no problem.
I'll go to Mouse. I'll go to Mouse. Look, right, he's now my boss, right? So he he'll be able to get us possibly work down the road. We don't want to piss on him.
Okay, but will he be able to get me another helicopter?
I guess down the line, yes.
Well, you did. I mean, you have all this karma now as a group, right? You have like what, extra 14 karma lying around? I mean, that's enough to buy a helicopter, right?
What do you mean as a group?
Yeah.
It's a communist society, okay?
Mark, I told him I lost.
was
I don't
that?
know about
Something
you.
about- Something about doing a job so your legs don't get broken? That's what I remember. Did anybody else remember something like that?
I remember that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I remember going out
I'm
of
gonna
my
hire
way
a new
so that
team
he
with
didn't
my
get a
karma.
broken leg.
Actually, that makes perfect sense because we're not getting paid for this job, so you're paying us.
Well, technically, the fence is going to pay us, and then we're going to rob the fence. So, there's that.
Wait, he's actually paying us? I
Yes.
thought it was just. I
Yes.
thought it was just a straight up get it or I break your legs.
No. He's going to pay us for it.
Maybe I don't need to steal the helicopter then, because one way or another, I was getting paid.
Yeah. We are going to get paid from the fence.
Yeah, it's 2 karma apiece, basically.
Which will also, as an added benefit, prevent Merc's legs from being broken.
It's true. Yeah, well. So you guys get flown over. For the most part, like, he sets it up ahead of time that he's flying over. He doesn't mention that he has, 5 of the coolest mofos on the planet with him. So you guys effectively get smuggled in by a big rich billionaire. So good job. As you leave the helicopter, probably somewhere within, like, I don't know, there's probably not a lot of space to land a helicopter, so he probably just lands it in like a back alley or something like that. Probably near the somewhere in the area that you're used to, so it wouldn't be too hard to get back to your old stomping grounds, these cyber arms, or nothing like that. He mentions to you that he'll be in touch about what his next steps are.
All right.
And you part ways. So
Thank him.
Where's the what's the next destination for the crew?
As the helicopter flies away, a single tear rolls down Mouse's cheek.
I will say to Mouse, don't worry, Mouse, we'll be set up soon. You'll have everything you'd ever want.
Bear with it for now, Mouse.
This time
God damn
next
it.
year, Mouse, we'll be billionaires.
You can have 3 helicopters if you want.
I would like 3
Anything
helicopters.
is possible. Let's.
Well, I guess we'll call a cab, or a cab or something, and get in a cab.
Sure, yeah. What's the destination?
I'll look at.
I would assume the fence. Yes.
Yeah, the fence, right?
I'll look
I
at.
think we should go and get my van.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll go get the van first.
Or
Um,
I guess I need to get my bike then too, because
Yeah, I'm assuming we probably left our vehicles wherever the circus was before it left. So probably just head towards there.
Yeah,
so
they
we
have
can
like
get-
a warehouse or some shit, I assume, right? Firebelly. Oh no, it would be no. They're a moving circus. Of course, they wouldn't have a warehouse.
Yeah, but I
They're
would
probably
say maybe
parked in
we,
a field somewhere.
yeah, like maybe we concealed our vehicles before we left, sort of thing. You
like
know,
behind a
put some
tree.
branches over them.
Sure, yeah. You put it behind a tree.
Station some soy donkeys around them.
No one
No
will
one
see
was-
soy donkeys.
No one
That's right.
looks.
You
No
don't
one
wanna fuck
ever
with those
double
things.
takes a soy donkey. You know, like.
Nope. They just keep on walking.
Well, I don't know. James might.
Got him. So yeah, you get all your cars, and then you make your way over to the Damn, that vape! It's a deep vape.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to mute.
Anyway, yeah, you guys make your way over to the fence. I mean, do you guys want to do any planning? Because you're gonna what? Give it to him, get paid, and then what? Punch him in the face and take it back? Like, what's the plan?
I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Merc, you know this guy. How
Yeah.
well received would that be?
I know very little of them.
Do you mind?
He's a contact of yours, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Like an actual
What do
written
I-
contact?
I don't think so.
Well, here's the thing that we need to know. How fast does he normally move merchandise? Because if he's going to sell this thing very quickly, then we can just keep an eye on who he sells it to, and we can steal it from them. If he doesn't move merchandise quickly,
Mm-hmm.
I say we just get the money, then
He
punch-
moves the merchandise quickly.
Well, and at least
Because-
in this instance,
Yeah,
He
he,
was-
sold that piece real quick.
yeah, he did, and he was looking to get it back because he wants to sell it again, and he probably already has someone in mind. Like these sorts of things, like he probably has someone in mind already to purchase it again from him. So
That would be a hot item.
relatively, yeah, I suppose so. It is jewelry, but maybe whoever's buying it knows whatever's in there. Like, there's a lot of things you don't know about, right? So,
Well, team, do we get paid, then smash this dude? Or let him sell it? Maybe preserve this fence contact of Mercs? It's a
I mean,
question to all of you people to give
it-
input.
It would be a good source for future income if we keep him alive.
He's a bit of an asshole, but
Of course, if he's dead, we can just take all of his money.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
You could loot the place.
Does he have protection, Merc?
well, of course he does.
How much?
I have no idea.
Well, let's
So does
take
he just
let's
operate out of like a pawn store?
Just
or
one small
Yeah.
child.
something.
yeah, it is a pawn store, and he does have like bodyguards essentially, or like that guy that sits on the chair reading the magazine in the pawn store sort of thing behind the door. It's not like a super hard thing, but he might be packing a lot of heat. He might not be. And it might be more the threat of future violence that is protecting this man more than actual physical security.
Or they could both be cyborg samurai. We don't know.
It's true. Yeah.
So, let him sell it to an unknown buyer. Will take more time, but will preserve the contact, and maybe
You're gonna jump
Are
the
we-
buyer? Is that what you're gonna do?
Are we sure we
don't
can?
know who the buyer is, so he could sell it to somebody that is a much harder target.
So wait,
Can
who's
we-
the Gray Fist guy then?
We haven't found Grey Fist yet. We haven't even looked for him.
Can we track this item?
Grey Fist
Or
is
no?
the guy that I have to give the amulet to. That's who the
Oh,
bear
right.
wants the amulet to go to.
You want to track the
So-
item? You want to put like you want to
That's what
bug
I'm
it?
thinking. Is like I was asking, like, is there a way that we can track it? Like, even once we hand it to him and he makes that deal, how are we sure that we can go and?
Or
Intricate is it? Like, could we plant a tracking device on the amulet?
It's an amulet with a green emerald in it, with a bear design to it.
is there a way to contact Gray Fist to say, hey, we're dropping this off at a fence, and then Gray Fist would just come and be the buyer?
I don't know. We haven't done any work to try to find Grey Fist.
We also
Well,
don't
right.
know. Does Grey Fist even know he's receiving this amulet? He might have no idea what we're talking about. It might just be something
That's
where we
true.
have to get it to him because he's actually the chosen one and he doesn't know yet.
Or it could be that when we tell Grey Fist that we're taking it to a fence, he gets all pissy and brings a force of bear folk and shoots us in the face. Who knows?
That's true.
This is the decision before us, and this will, I think, mostly rely on Merc's input. Is getting paid and then immediately betraying this guy to keep the amulet in our possession and whatever funds we can get out of this guy worth more than risking giving him the amulet, possibly losing track of it for an unknown amount of time, and him selling it and preserving this guy as a contact.
So let me point out something that you guys might have overlooked in this whole theory of yours. There's a good chance that he might not sell it immediately. So you might have a single night, for example, to break in and take it back. You don't necessarily have to wait for him to sell it to steal it without it breaking your contact. He might put two and two together later on, right? But other than that, there are opportunities in here. That's not just wait for the new guy to come and break his legs.
I mean, so we could sell it with that piece of information. Even without that piece of information, we could sell it, then stake out the shop. I mean, the amulet gives a distinct feel, and Spooty is all sorts of tied to the spirit of man. So, though concern from the spirit shaman of the group, spirit of man kind of just wants to be free, doesn't seem to be too picky about who grants him that freedom. Now that I think about it, might not be a great idea to give the temptation spirit away to a less than reputable pawn guy.
I mean, they
Any
did.
length of time
They did agree that Spooty did make a verbal contract with it.
to break the amulet. That is true. But
Right.
if the spirit tempts somebody else to break the amulet, then that person has succeeded in the contract and Spooty has not.
It is out and about now, and it can interact with people.
Yeah.
I'm changing my vote for get paid, then murder this dude and take his stuff.
Yeah. I like that idea. Well, I mean, I don't like it. I'm not a psychopath, but in the context of the game, let's give it to him and then murder someone.
Other three members of the team, specifically Merc, as this will affect.
I like the idea. I'm just making sure there's not anything in my character that would be like, not so
Lodane
much.
has a distaste for violence still.
So he'll be squirming as we do,
Unspeakable things.
No!
I don't like the sight of blood. It makes me feel faint.
You're
You
like,
can tase them right before we beat the shit out of them.
you're like Samuel L. Jackson from Kingsman.
Listen, we don't have to kill him as long as we get paid and then get the amulet back.
What about if
It seems like a terrible idea to leave him alive
Yeah, if
after
we
robbing him.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think
what
we
about what about if Merc goes in, gives him the amulet, and just as he leaves, you guys roll up
Masked
with
desperados break in.
balaclavas and just rob the place.
Before he even has a chance to lock it in a safe.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps
He doesn't
on our
know
way
who
in,
you work
we
with.
punch Merc right in the mouth.
That's what I was gonna
knock him
say. How about
Put a bit of
I'm
fear
making the
in.
deal, and then you guys come in and rob it.
Well, you need to be paid first, right?
You have
Oh
to
yeah,
get paid.
yes, yeah.
You'll have to signal us somehow that you've been paid.
So let me just point out that inside this pawn shop, deals are done behind, like, bulletproof glass sort of stuff, right? Pawn shops get robbed a lot. So in terms of security, you got that one guy at the door reading the newspaper, right? Men in Black style. And then you've got the guy behind the glass, and then all the important stuff is locked in a like a cage back in the back room behind the glass and stuff. So
Yeah, I think that's what we're aiming for, is to get in between the amulet and money changing hands and the amulet going into that cage. That tiny time window is kind of when we need to rush in.
Dogs with smoke bombs.
I love it.
Is that going to be our MO?
Yeah. Release the hounds, and it's just smoke bombs.
So I'm assuming, near this place, discussing it inside of a shady van.
there's an anime girl painted on the side.
An anime girl montage painted on the side.
I love the idea that you
It's
paint.
actually holographic. It moves. It's like a moving.
you are Kaiser now, like whatever his fucking name was.
Krieger.
Krieger.
Krieger?
Yeah.
Krieger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krieger-san. So I take a quick little peek into the spirit realm. What's the spiritual protection of said pawn shop?
Remind me, can you see, or do you just get vibes?
It is now level 2, so I can sense nearby spirits and get damage reduction against the spirits that I see.
Okay. So when you look into it, I'm not entirely sure what traditionally you see when you look at things, whether you see the actual spirits themselves or whatever, but I'm going to assume that you can. So you look into it, and the place is covered in vines.
Okay. But it looks like there's some form of spiritual protection, but I would be able to summon a spirit.
Yes.
There's nothing that's going to preclude my spirit summoning.
Yeah, nothing like that. No.
Okay, so while he's doing that, I'd like to do something similar, but looking for electronic defenses.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. So,
cameras, like that.
how would you like to go about that with your drones?
I mean, I could just feel out for the Wi-Fi signals. If we're parked outside the place, I should. If there's anything like serious tech in there, I'd probably be able to know. Anything that's really low tech, like I don't know, mirrors.
Guns.
Yeah, guns.
Would James be able to hack in and cut off alarms and outside?
Well, I'm not trying to hack. I'm just trying to see.
I'm asking, would James be able to do that?
And what is the? I mean, anyone can do anything really, but what is the? How does that work for mouse exactly? You're checking Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah, it's the same as when he like gets the picture-in-picture thing of seeing a his spy drones. He's I imagine it as being kind of like a blueprint overlay of the building that he sees in his vision, and it's got like you can see the like hot spots like you'd see
Okay, so
in,
it's like heat vision sort of thing that you
Watch
use?
Dogs, basically. How it's like it shows up. Oh, here's a camera, something like that. Anything that's giving off a signal would kind of ping and be like, okay, here's something you can connect to, and then I could try and hack into it and then find out it's just a vending machine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean there are a couple pings in there. It's a closed network, so it's not like a wired network.
So
A
it
wireless
definitely
network.
does.
So yeah.
It definitely has some kind of security system in there then.
Oh yeah.
Something that you have to watch out for. Unless we had a hacker amongst us who felt like fiddling with it.
Who? Sorry. All right, then I'll have a look. Which not?
I get it. You're too famous for us now, but
I might have to. I might have to like if it's what was it? Did you? Oh god. What was the term you used? Where it's not like connected to Wi-Fi.
Closed network. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to find a hard point to connect into.
Yeah.
From within the building.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Like it's it's internal security, so it runs on its own like internal matrix and shit like that. I'm using words that I think mean something, but probably not.
Would I be able to use one of my spy drones to act as a port for him to jack into? So if I give it,
I don't know what things does your spy drone have? It's a tiny one, right?
Yeah.
So it only has optics, as far as I remember the spy drone being. But you have two of them. That's what made it interesting.
What I was thinking was it could just go in and like just attach itself to an internal wiring somewhere, and he could then connect to that wirelessly through the spy drone. Or is that something? Is that
it's tiny. It's like
that,
this big
actually,
sort of thing, you know. Like
to do that, if you're talking about it being a port in, it's a wireless device, but it would mean that he would actually need to. Your spy drone would need to land on one of the cables and splice in.
That's what I was thinking. Something like that.
That's actually pretty intricate.
Yeah. I tell you what, if you want to upgrade, if you have enough to upgrade your tiny drones to do this, maybe. But right now, they are. The way I'm looking at it is they're tiny, and the only thing that you can do is like they're supposed to be tiny, so you can't see them. But if you want to take a small flying drone in the future, right? Something because these are tiny drones, you can make a small flying drone. Maybe about the size of a baseball sort of thing, or a tennis ball or something like that, and use that to do this. Yeah, I would agree with that. But
I have two questions.
What's that?
One, what are the buildings next to this building?
Oh, interesting. Well, it's in a area, so I imagine there's some sort of probably if it's a pawn shop, it's probably just regular retail next to it on both sides. So maybe like a pharmaceuticals and maybe like a hairdresser or a salon or something like that maybe next to it.
Because if Doc can see the cabling by tracing the connection, he could probably if Mouse can see that, he could probably give Lerdane a schematic to go into one of the other shops to find a point to hack into from just a hard wire.
So yeah, you misunderstand. It's a closed network, meaning that just because it's connected to the grid doesn't mean he'll be able to get in via another connection. Like it's pretty much like the security runs internally.
Yes, I'm aware of that. What I'm saying is if Lerdane were to, I don't know, knock a hole in the wall and get access to the cables, he could do the splice and then have access.
I think they might hear someone knocking down the wall.
Okay, so do it quietly.
Or use a knife and cut a hole in the wall. Drywall is actually really easy to cut through.
It might not be drywall, it'll probably be brick, especially for like...
Get one of those silenced sledgehammers.
Pawn shop, like
what is drywall? Is that plasterboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's not a thing, that's fine. My main concern was not actually their internal security. My main concern was them being able to call out. Can you shut that off so that it's isolated?
I don't want Knight Errant showing up.
Yeah, we don't want randoms showing up.
Yeah, that's what I would like to avoid.
We're learning.
Well, yeah, I could possibly stop the telephone line from coming out.
Well, I mean, you do have the dampener. One of you has the communications dampener as well.
Wasn't me.
I don't think it's me either.
Oh, sorry, I might be thinking of the fan party game instead. Right.
You're thinking of people who wanted to win.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what's the plan then? You guys just want to go in hot and bothered, and then like one of you hang back and try and like, disrupt any outgoing connections.
All right. So
What
how
would be
about this as a suggestion? Merc will go in. Merc will sell the amulet. Merc will trigger us, let us know that he has the money in hand at that point.
How do I do that?
We'll rig something
Flash
up.
in your pocket.
Okay.
You can always just leave the building.
Lerdane can stay in the van, and Mouse can stay in the van. Mouse will have his drones come with Firebelly and I. Firebelly and I will cover our faces. We'll break in. We'll get the amulet back, whatever else we can grab. Lerdane will make sure that no outgoing communications happen.
Mm-hmm.
Drones will do drone things.
How are you going to get past the bulletproof glass? Because I can imagine that being a whole secured
Shoot
area.
Well, the whole point of me going into the meeting is to grab the money, and while I'm going through the doors, trigger it so that you guys rush in while the doors are still open. Like I'll probably stop while I'm mid going through the doors and ask him a question and try to
The
engage
way I
him.
imagine it, so this is why I imagine all pawn shops to be. I'm probably incorrect, but
Doors and
obviously
doors.
you got the front shop, the front bit, and then you got the counter. But dividing the counter from the front bit is bulletproof glass, so that he's the guy behind the counter is protected by this bulletproof glass, and you would deal through like a bank clerk does, through a little drawer thing.
Yes, but Merc has already told us that those kind of deals take place in the back. So he's going to be taking Merc into the back to sell the amulet. When Merc gets the money on his way out, he will have signaled us. We will break in. The door will be open.
We'll know the exact moment the door is still open, and that's when we go in and push through the already open door.
Okay.
Knocking Merc out, making a real sell of it.
Yes. I was going to say, if anyone has any way to knock me the fuck out, do it. Sell it. Will I die if you use bullets?
I can hit you in the head.
This whole thing was so I don't break my legs, and now you're going to shoot me?
Your legs are fine.
Just break your face instead.
Just fucking, I'm really go. I didn't get the amulet. Break my legs. Okay, bye.
I'll slam your head into a wall.
Okay.
I won't really.
Yeah, I
slam
think just
your head
tasing you
walls.
won't quite sell it.
Fuck.
You've got to be actually hurt.
Claws
Yeah.
sharpened. I'll
Yeah.
cut his face a little.
You got to.
Oh, not the face, dude. Not the face.
I'll cut his shoulder a little.
Okay.
What if you get like one of those really cool scars over your eye? You get like
Don't
Badass,
steal my
right?
fucking plot directive. You
I can just see
wanker.
Henley going right now. Mother trucker, it's the mall over again. It's a goddamn pawn shop, you bastards. Go.
Just roll deep, man.
Sorry, I can just see it on his face.
Just roll deep.
Yeah, I think we got a good strategy.
All right, let's
fucking roll
fucking
it
do it. All right, so
Let's watch it all fall apart in
we get a montage of like Mouse fist punching a wall, like fucking the guy that hits the whatever. You hit a compartment in your van, a door opens, balaclavas fly out because you've already robbed the place. You already have them. Everyone like puts them on. We get a drone, like, you know, saying something like "Namaste" as it like drives across the road with everyone.
flies. She
Yeah.
flies now. She's a roto drone.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I spent my last camera on. She's actually a flying drone now. So, good job.
Okay, but on your sheet, I'm looking at it, still says tracked. So
In other words, fuck broken elevators.
Remember, Merc, you have to go in first.
Oh, I know.
Place.
I'm pretty sure what happened was you lost your drone last time we played.
Yeah, but I took the memory core out of it and put it in the wreckage of that busted flying drone from the corporate hit squad. That's what I spent all my last karma on, was exchanging the body type for
All right,
track.
well then you need to update your character sheet.
I literally did. I'm looking at it right here. Type flying.
Okay, I'm looking at it and I opened it earlier and it says type tracked. So, but I'll give it to you. I'll believe that. I'll just reopen it again and see if it's changed. Oh, right, okay. I see. You mean the drone actual sheet, not your character sheet. Because in your character
yes.
sheet, the amp says track still, so
Does it?
yeah.
We'll change that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oh, that's the Fly Spy. Dempinchan. Dunpinchan.
We've cut a hole in Firebelly's like balaclava so you can see, so you can like leak out.
So you can vomit without.
It doesn't.
I imagine there's singe marks on all around it.
Yeah, it's like the gross one.
Should have given him the flame retardant one.
So yeah, you guys, we get Merc walking in with the amulet. The spirit of man, Firebelly, has been talking to you the whole time, basically just saying how frustrated he is and how you should just fucking free him now, sort of thing. But you're almost there. You're almost there. You walk into the shop, and both the security guard and the man behind the counter will look up, and I think I remember his voice. Do you remember his name?
I do.
Okay, what was it?
Joneson.
Joneson, that's it. Yes, I remember now. So he's like, I don't know, fixing like a Betamax player, right? Because it's fucking 80s and cyberpunk. And he looks up, he's like, Mac. Oh no, what's your character's actual name? What are you known by him to him?
Merc.
Merc?
Mercury.
He's like, yeah, okay. He's like, Merc. Welcome back. So you've done what I've asked then.
I have.
Unless you've come here for a kneecapping.
I have not. I assure you that. Do you? I have it with you. Want to move to the back? Do the deal.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
pressed for time.
We can get that happening. So he'll say, just let my man here buzz you in. and the security guard, who's like, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, basically. He'll walk over to the door and he'll like, beep boop 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 boop, and the door unlocks and he pushes it open, and then he shuts it behind you, and then he'll wait out the front while you go in. What? So he has like a little table set up. So there's a locked cage in the back room, with all the like merchandise behind it, and he will have like a little tiny like desk or table set up, and he'll bring out like a briefcase, put it on the table, and be like, right, as mentioned, 30,000. Oh, hang on.
30,000 sounds right to me. Let's do it.
I'm pretty sure it was 5,000
30,000
each.
karma. That's what I remember. 30,000 karma each, right?
Yeah, 30,000 karma.
Yeah.
Hold up. Hold up.
I think
You
It's
said it was 2
karma
karma
each.
apiece.
Yeah. So it's that's
It ended up being
50,000
2
karma.
each.
Yeah, so it's 50,000 karma basically. Whatever that is, roughly out to, because a karma is 5,000.
You mean new yen, not karma, right?
New
Yeah,
yen.
50,000 karma is quite a bit of karma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
50,000 new yen, which is 2 karma apiece.
So I'm going to
basically.
start by buying the country, if that's all right.
We're gonna buy all of the helicopters.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he will lay it out, and he's like, "Let's see the goods, then. Come on."
Take it out of my pocket, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just hold it in front of him, slap it down on the desk. There you go.
So the briefcase isn't open yet, but he will take the amulet and he'll look at it as like, it's fucking broken.
Merc, because you weren't here for this part, it was broken when we stole it. It is not more broken than.
Not completely broken. It's cracked.
Yeah. It is in the exact same condition that it was when we sold it to the Johnson.
It is. He's still mentioning it though.
So just so you like, but he wasn't here when you explained that.
Okay.
So your contact is trying to.
So,
give you.
Swindle, yeah. But I was the one that saw it at the store. So I would remember that.
Yes.
So I guess it was cracked when you got it the first time.
Oh, see, I remember it differently.
Do you?
I do. You bringing me shoddy merchandise.
This is what you requested. This was the
I'm
piece
broken.
you sold.
I don't know what type of swindling you're trying to run here.
Was that actually in the contract that it be unbroken? Because I don't remember that part.
No, it wasn't. But that's not for us to say.
I'd take our business elsewhere, but hey.
Well, if you don't want it,
Oh, I didn't say that. And he's going to pull out a pistol.
whoa. No need to get hasty here. Hands are up.
But there is. So here's the deal. I'm going to take the amulet, and you can keep this empty briefcase if you want, but I ain't paying you shit.
Well, fuck. I guess you're the one that's got a gun to my head. So, I guess I would. Is there a way to activate the bug, or would you guys be listening in?
It's just like you tap a thing on your comm or something.
No, I mean, the way that those drones work is that they're always, like, he's
It's
flying it.
watching.
It's basically just
So
like...
It's in my pocket.
Well, it'd be
Yeah,
like
it-
on
it
your
can't-
the back of your neck or something like that, right? Like, it would...
Yeah.
It's
on.
Okay.
It's
So
on.
we have now at least seen him pull a gun
Mhm.
and an empty briefcase.
Well, we don't know about the empty briefcase unless he's opened it because they
Does
can't
it have
hear.
do your
can
things
only-
of audio?
He said it was.
just said it was empty. So
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
We can't hear through the spy drones. They
Okay,
can only
so we
see-
do not have audio.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see him holding a gun. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Would we have worked out a signal to know when to go?
When
I
he
would
was
think
walking back
I
out.
would think a gun getting pointed at our friends is a pretty good signal.
No,
It's just
we
like-
don't. We
so
don't go
he-
until he's walking back out the door. That's when we go, because that's when our way in is open.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
so-
saying.
Can
Is I think we would have worked out a signal for him to let us know it's time to go.
So you
See, and the door
hear, so Merc, you hear the door open again, and you hear a man come up behind you.
Yeah. What is he saying?
He doesn't say anything. He just puts his big, meaty Dwayne the Rock Johnson hand on your shoulder.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Does this Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Does he have any cyberware? Can I detect any cyberware on him?
I mean, are you gonna try and are you hacking in? Is that what you're doing right now?
I might do.
Okay. Let me take a look at.
I mean, I would assume that Lurdane is in the Matrix right now, making sure that there's no communications coming out from the building, since that was the role we had for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's passed out in the van, enjoying the Matrix, eating his steak and shit.
Eating his steak and shit. Yeah.
Just as a note, when I see the dude pull a gun on Merc, I go ahead and take my stims out of my bag and go ahead and shoot up.
Things start to go a little faster for you. Say more.
So his meaty hands were coming towards me,
What was
gonna
that?
try and grab me. His meaty big hands were coming like from behind, trying to grab me on the scruff of the neck or something like that.
I mean, he's not doing it threateningly yet. He's just got he'd just put a hand on your shoulder and sort of squeeze a little bit.
But it's that time to go squeeze.
Yeah.
You've had one too many at the bar, and the bouncer comes over and is like, "All right, bud."
I'm not being aggressive, but I'm just showing you I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, can I attack him?
I mean, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack him.
19 times.
I'm gonna kind of grab his arm, kind of push it off, and
Uh-huh.
try to hit him with a stun bolt right to the jaw.
Oh, you're using magic?
He's using magic.
Yep.
Doing the tiger uppercut, you punch them as you throw a fireball, and it just
Yeah,
explodes.
kind of
And-
with open
and
palm
I-
type of deal.
I don't know about you, Firebelly, but I'm going to use the turning around and fighting as the symbol to it's time to hell to get in.
Yeah,
So here's
it's
the
time to
thing.
go in.
What we're going to do is we're going to do a initiative because it's not like you caught him unaware with this.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I totally agree with that.
So if you could, for me, please, sir, go ahead and roll your initiative.
All right, where's that again?
It's on the sheet.
I know it's on the sheet. I'm trying to find
Underneath
it.
the armor and stuff.
All right. Initiative. Okay. Click the 8, right?
Yeah, just click the 8. Yeah. All right, real quickly, I'm just gonna make a. Let's see here.
Do you want the rest of us to roll initiative as well?
Not just yet. We're just trying to work out whether or not how this fight goes because I don't think we're gonna need. I guess there's not a huge amount. When there's a huge amount of combatants, that's when it makes sense for me to have initiative. Otherwise, we can just sort of narratively just sort of
Right
go
out.
through the motions. So let's see here. All right, yeah. You can do your move.
All right, so let's see. Stumble.
Yeah, Stunbolt. So I'm gonna have to pull up your sheet here real quick.
So stun bolt combat damage is 8 stun. It's armor avoiding, I guess. I have to look up what that actually means again, but yeah.
The number of successes, I think he bypasses a certain amount of
Yeah,
armor.
I'm just trying to work out what that actually is. It's been a while since we've thrown dice like this. Attack. Let's just go to the spells. That'd probably be the way to do it. So that's like 2 something, right? Okay, here we go. The spell is Stun Bolt, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
What should I roll? Is that
You just
close
click...
combat? Or
no, that would
sorcery or
be...
what?
It would be sorcery, so...
All right.
Just trying to work out what that actually means.
Wow.
Okay, sorry for the...
That's what they make edge for, Merc.
Yeah. Tell me again what edge does.
So edge after the fact will allow you to re-roll your failures, I believe.
So that's...
You can either use edge before you roll to get an extra dice, and 4, 5s, and 6s will count as successes.
Mm-hmm.
Or after you roll, you can use an edge to re-roll any number of dice that you would like to. But there's no sense in re-rolling your successes, so I would imagine that you would just re-roll all of your failures.
Okay, so if a spell with armor avoidance has more net hits than the total number of damage inflicted by the spell, all damage avoids armor, and then extra net hits have no further effect. Okay, the A stands for armor avoidance, which means that any net hits on the spell casting do not add damage as normal, but rather indicate that damage bypass the target's armor. 4 hits and roll target 2. Meaning... Okay... Oh, okay. So you do 8 damage, right? But any additional damage you do avoids... so you need 1 success. So the way that it works, I'm going to roll defense, right? And if you get higher than mine, the first one counts for 8 damage, and then every hit after that point avoids armor. If that makes any sense. So the first 8 damage of this spell, which is what you get with a single success, will go into the armor and be absorbed by the armor. But any additional success over that, which is additional hits, so if you get like 4 successes over my defense, you'll get 3 damage on top of that, which will avoid the armor.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. Just make
Yeah, I'm gonna use I'm gonna re-roll 8 of the die that I rolled because I rolled a 10 and got a 2.
Yep.
So.
Go for it.
Oh shit.
That
is not what I meant.
You went 8d10 rather than 1d8.
Yes.
So.
Derp. Am I rolling 10 or d6s?
We'll
D6s,
take
right?
a d10, Henley, but I don't think you're going to want it.
Yeah, it's d6s. Sorry.
D6.
Okay. Roll 8 d6. There we go.
I'm still playing Hollow Earth in my mind. You know,
And 5s count, right?
5s and 6s count. Yes.
Okay.
We're at
That's
7,
way better.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Not bad, my man. Not bad. All right. Yeah. So you do 8 damage plus 6. So you do. How much you get? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you do. Okay. So you do.
So he does 8 damage to the armor,
Yeah.
and the other 6 ignore the armor and goes directly onto his stun ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. Okay, so 8. So 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he has 4 left over. Okay, all right. Oh wait, sorry, I'm taking it from your armor. My bad. I shouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah. No. In that case, sorry, I'm gonna re-roll that defense because I rolled it off your sheet.
Turns out you accidentally attacked Mirror Man. Anything you do to him happens to you.
Okay, so that's better. So it's so then that makes it 4 damage he takes to the stun track. So that puts him at -2, and he takes 8 armor damage. Okay, yeah. So you managed to like whack him with this attack. So then he is going to.
Can I use a plot point to act out of turn, sir?
I mean, you've already acted this turn, so no.
Okay, so I couldn't have.
You don't get an. It doesn't
I
give
couldn't
you.
act
It doesn't.
twice.
It doesn't give you an extra turn. But what
Okay.
that does is it moves you around in the turn order.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But what you can do is, if you wanted to, after he attacks you, if you get damage, you can spend a plot point to just attack him again.
Gotcha, that's right.
Yeah. So that's the difference there. So he is going to. Let's see here. I guess pull out the pistol and shoot you in the stomach. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That makes sense.
Are you okay with that? He's okay with that.
Nah, not okay.
Okay. Also, on top of that, he actually reduces the damage of your spell by 2. Okay, cool.
Fucking The Rock, man.
Yeah, The Rock. Johnson.
What the hell?
He's in Jumanji. You know, he's fucking a good actor. So he's going to shoot you. So give me a defense roll, please. Oof.
Sure.
I don't think this guy has... Oh, he does have edge. So I'm going to use the edge on you. One of the 2 edges that he has. So that's 9d6 greater than 5. Yeah. You're good. So he shoots you in the stomach, and like it just like gets absorbed into the armor that you have, basically. But does the armor, and the armor doesn't break. It's the basically point blank range nullified a lot of the impact from this thing, so you took very little damage from it. Now, if you want to, you can spend a plot point to attack him, and then have your turn, and then everyone else will roll in the initiative, basically.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you spend a plot point, and basically, oh wait, does that actually? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll work even if they miss you, right? Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
It's just the last person to attack you. Doesn't necessarily say
hit you.
hurt.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's just attack. So yeah, you can.
So same sorcery roll as before, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Man, I'm rolling like trash tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you do 8 damage to the armor, which takes off all of his armor remaining. Then that goes down to 4 for the rest, but then that gets divided by 2. So hold up. So sorry. You have 4 left over, and then at an additional 2 damage, so 6 damage, and then he reduces that by 2, so that puts him at 4.
So that's 4 damage to the stun track.
Yes, it is. Yep. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And now everyone else can roll initiative, and I'll put everyone on the list here real quick.
All right.
Am I re-rolling?
No, we'll keep the same initiative.
No.
What was the guy's name? The dealer? Let's put him here.
Junson or something like that.
Yeah. I'm really bad at remembering my own people's names, so. Alright.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of 6s in that roll.
It's almost like when I punched that guy's head off.
Yeah.
Mm.
I had a couple of sweet ones.
Alright. So mouse got 30. So can we get an idea of where you guys are? I mean, I assume you're outside the building door, right? Not across the road or nothing like that.
Yeah, no, I think we were. Well, weren't we watching the video feed?
Yeah, I mean,
if you wanted to, for example, be in position close enough to open the door the moment that he comes through, you'd have to be pretty close, right?
I would say
Probably
that's where we
in
were.
a side alley or something, just next to the building.
Yeah.
Somewhere close to the door, but out of sight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, descending. All right. Well, Lodane's still going first, so that's good. All right, Mr. Lodane, it is your turn.
So I'm in the Matrix because that's been established by Eugene that I'm in the
I mean,
Matrix.
if you're not in the Matrix, that's fine. I just thought that was the plan.
But yeah, I'm in the Matrix. I'm going to turn off the phone lines direct to this building.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So I guess that would just simply be, like, if you're trying to, like, you would need to, I guess what that would actually look like, it's not so much turning off the phone lines because that's like an active fiber connection. You would have to just kill any outgoing connections going out, I guess, which includes like mobile phone and all that sort of stuff. Like you don't have any dampening tools, which is what you'd need in order to make it so that nothing can escape the building. Because there is tools in the game.
He could, so when like a message comes out, he could have it come to him instead of going to the police, and then just be like, "Yes, we have someone on the way."
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have to be reactive, right? When a call does go out, that's when you would be able to see it and react to it, because there is tools in this game that allow you to like make it so that nothing happens, and they're like things that you actually have to buy and bring with you. But when it comes to like hacking, there's no like, all right, cut off all connect. What just happened there? Someone just turned off their camera, I think. Great.
That'd be a Prylor.
Now I have to move everything around again. Thanks, guys. But yeah, that's what that would be. It's like a. You can't just like, I hack, turn off all phones. Like it's not like that, unfortunately. So what would you like to do in instead? Unless you want to sit there and monitor it so that no phone calls can go out.
I'll keep an eye on it, see if anything comes out so I can react to it. But
Okay.
what I'm going to do is, do I get any sense of what's going on outside in the camera thingy, or is that something
I mean, you're in the
Okay.
Matrix, right? So you can't view a
Yeah.
camera feed at the same time.
He could probably see through my spy drones if they're still in the building. He would, because they would be visible in the Matrix. And if
I guess
I've
you
given
could
him,
tap into it, right? Like that makes sense.
yeah, he could just like touch it and see exactly what it's seeing. Because if I've given him permission, he doesn't have to hack it.
Sure, I'd allow that. So you can see whatever the
Sure.
drone's seeing. So basically,
I'll
you see
touch it up.
Yeah, so basically you just see a dealer with a gun pointed at Merc's back.
Does he have any cyberware?
The dealer?
Yeah.
Interesting. Probably not. No.
Okay. Can I hack the gun?
Did we make that a thing that you could do in this
Yeah,
game?
it is an
Yes.
established thing in Shadowrun. Even
Yeah.
a totally mechanical gun can be hacked. for a
Absolutely.
reason.
Then yes, you can hack the gun.
Okay, I'm going to hack the gun then.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, it's I'm going to assign a difficulty to this. It is a pistol, and let me just take a look here. Let's make this average. So you'll be rolling against 8 dice.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a check. Hacking. So do you have any? What is your your stuff that you have for hacking? If you remind me, please.
So my cyber deck allows me to reroll 1 dice on a matrix action.
There's non-combat, right?
No, it's just any roll on a matrix action.
Mm-hmm.
I also get on because I've got exploit. I may re-roll 2 dice on a non-combat hacking test.
Okay, but this is considered combat, so
Okay.
go ahead.
4.
All right, 3. Yeah. So you basically you basically like it's like a line almost, right? Like a feeler line that you just sort of like you direct the camera to look at this thing, and then you right click on the gun and you go jam and then like a little like spinning like wheel comes up.
Yes, no.
A little paperclip pops up. I see you're trying to jam a gun.
Nah.
Do you need help?
No, a TOS comes up. It's like, oh yeah, just letting you know, you have to agree that you have permission, that this is in fact your gun if you wish to jam it. And you're just like, yes, this is my gun, I wish to jam it. And then like it jams.
Sure.
So yeah, basically he's gonna like, he'll have a misfire and then he'll have to reload and fix it basically. So that's how that works. Cool. Good turn. Hermes. Speed Hermes.
Are we counting this as an ambush?
I mean, you have to get inside the building first.
If this is not an ambush and this is a decision to be made entirely at your discretion, I go last in the turn order. Regardless of the fact that I popped stims beforehand.
That's true. You do go last.
So the only way sloth speed does not activate is specifically when initiating an ambush.
I mean, that is what we were intending to do, but it kind of changed.
That's why I'm leaving it solely to Henley's discretion.
And you know of the change, right? So
to be fair, the guy inside doesn't know that we're coming in. It's still an ambush. He's still going to get attacked from behind by people he didn't know were there.
Well, the difference is that, you know, the point last time was that you wanted to go in through the door.
They're
that was
now
open.
ready for combat.
Yeah, they're ready for combat, and the door is closed that you're trying to get through. So there's that. So I'm gonna say no. So we'll put you at the end.
I go last in the turn order.
So you go after the goon, basically. He'll have a turn before he... so the dealer, he's going to, you know, pop a smirk, basically, and dry fire into the Lodane Merc's back, basically. So good job, Lodane. He's just like, oh, fucking... And then he'll spend the rest of his turn, like, you know, fixing the jam, essentially. Mouse. Now, are you in the van with your little drone flying out, basically?
Yeah, I was staying in the van.
Okay, so you can move now. You can't open a door with your drone though. So, do you want to like wait? Do you want to like wait until like other people go in, or like what do you want to do there?
That was the idea. When they open the door to go in, the drone would fly in with them. But if they haven't done that yet, she's kind of sitting there.
Can he delay his turn till after
Absolutely.
Merc?
Yeah, so you can delay your turn until after Firebelly, because technically Firebelly is the one outside, so... Yeah,
so I'll do that. I'll wait until he does his action to see what I can do.
Cool. All right, then. So, Merc. You're in... You're basically in combat with this guy now. You're muted.
I'm gonna unmute and
Good call.
well, I'm gonna hit him again with another stun bolt.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Fuck it, man. Keep on keeping on.
Pow.
So he's rolling at a -2 now because of how much stun you've applied to him. So yeah, you do another 8, which is more than enough to drop this dude.
Yes.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson gets all woozy on his feet. Just ugh, falls back with a loud thud. Dust comes up from the floorboards.
Yeah. And you're not wrong. Basically, like, you open palm strike this bitch because, that's the type of dude you are. You probably even say it as you're doing it.
What, open palm?
Yeah.
Open palm.
Open palm, open palm, open palm.
5-finger death strike.
Yeah. And this guy just sacks, basically. And he's on the ground, basically, just completely unconscious.
Noise.
And yeah, that's him gone from the turn order. But yeah, you still have one person in the room with you, I guess. Do you say anything, do anything, or you can't have another action, but you can move if you wanted to.
Is there anything I can? No, I'm not gonna hide behind anything. I'm gonna turn to him.
Door.
I'm gonna turn to him, reach out my hand, say, "Give me the fucking amulet."
I mean, he's finished reloading the gun. He's got it pointed at you.
Yeah, I will. I'm. That's what I'm saying.
Stick your finger in the muzzle. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "Are you fucking crazy? I'm not giving that up." Yeah.
All right, that was it.
Firebelly.
I've got something in my belly. It's fire. Yeah, so I'm gonna bust into the door.
Yeah, the little bell rings like ding ding.
Yeah, bust in and I'll say, "It's a hot time in the pawn shop tonight." Oh wait, what kind of shop is this? Pawn shop.
Yes,
Hentai
chat.
baka.
I was reading that. Take a plot point, you fucking
Yes.
idiot. So yeah,
And I'm going to. How close is Merc to the dealer?
well, I mean, he's in the back room, so you have to navigate through a closed, locked door, basically.
Oh,
Security
shit, that's
locked
right.
door. Yeah. I like the idea that you said that to an empty room as well. You know, like...
Whoops.
It's like saying, "Honey, I'm home" to an empty house because you're sad and alone.
I say that all the time, thank you.
Sorry, James.
Aw.
Make me feel bad.
So fuck, I don't really have. I do have hacking. Can I try to hack my way through the door?
Sure. You could also try to vomit on the bulletproof glass and see if you can melt it.
I mean, I had considered that, honestly, but...
There's probably a lot of good stuff in this place that you don't want to burn down.
Yeah, I don't want to burn the entire building down just yet.
The other option is we just rob the place while they're all in the back.
I mean, yeah, but, there's not a lot of... Like, the good stuff, the stuff that's worth karma, right, is in the lock part.
Yeah, so this shop strikes me more as a pawn shop in front, like, the technology is literally 40 years old and there's nothing good up front.
If you wanted to try and sell some TVs or something like that, you guys could.
There's nothing of great value up front.
Not to Shadowrunners, at least, anyway. Like, if you were to rob this place, you'd find old clothes.
But
maybe
we could totally deck out our bachelor pads, right?
Yes, you could, 100%.
Stereos and shit.
Yeah, they've some fucking tape deck stereos. That type.
So,
of stuff.
Is there like a keypad or something on this door?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's a nine-digit keypad, or I guess a 10-digit, 13-digit keypad. With the stars and dash.
Oh yeah.
Is it electronic?
It's old school electronic. Yeah, it's not. It's closed circuit electronic, basically.
So
it's a keypad that opens strictly a door. It's not connected to a wireless computer. It's like one of those old school ones where you could you could put a key in it and turn it as well and would unlock the door, sort of thing.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
So that little fly was on my shoulder as I was, was it Dwayne the Rock Johnson as he hit in the code? Could they have seen that and replicated that?
Good question. Maybe.
Maybe.
That is an interesting question. I don't know how I'd do that. Maybe I would say that it comes down to like a logic test, like to witness it and. Oh no! It comes out of perception test, I guess, because there is perception in this game. Yeah,
it'd be a perception check, wouldn't it? Which
so
is kind of what the flies are for.
Yeah, so I would say the only real person who can make that test would probably have to be Mouse, though. Mostly because it's like a VR connected thing. He's
the one watching on it, so yeah, totally him.
So Mouse, would you have liked to make a? Let's say this is a hard, so it's 10 dice perception test.
All right. So I have 8 perception, and the fly spy gives +2 perception.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a perception roll to the right.
Yeah, but he was using it through the.
So because I was watching through it, I used my own base stats plus any bonuses that it gives.
Yeah.
Which is actually coincidentally exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, roll a 10, modifier 0, 3.
Okay. Yeah. No, he did the thing where maybe his muscle was in the way.
Edge, maybe.
Is this an edge situation? Yeah, this is an edge situation, right? I can re-roll
Yeah, sure.
values on. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. You can use your edge for whatever you like. The only time it doesn't affect it is when it's not like a D6 skill test or whatever, like the gambling one. So.
That's 7 re-roll.
Re-roll the gambling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. You do it right. So he still leans in, covers it up with his muscle, but then it flicks to heat vision, and it shows the the numpad things that he pressed, right? So yeah. It was 7539.
I thought it was 9. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm saying it has all the buttons that you'd imagine on a keypad. That's what I was saying earlier, Lodane. But I understand the confusion. Yes.
So the combo is 7539.
Yep.
And I am aware of that.
Mm-hmm. You probably would have told everyone
I was going to say, Firebelly, are you aware of that?
No, you probably would have been all sitting around, maybe, even if that was the case, you could probably
We would have been on comms, so you could have just been
I would have been able to tell.
Oh, you guys have comms now? Okay.
Yeah, Lurdane bought us all comms.
Ah, yes. Then you would have, mentioned it as it was happening, sort of thing, right? So yeah, you can open the door.
I will open it then.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, boop, boop.
You can't really reach the 7 and the 9 though, so you have to jump a little bit.
The 7 would be on the bottom
pages.
portion.
That's right.
Is it?
The 3 is the one. The
3 would be the problem.
Sorry, I'm looking at my numpad and being like, yes. So.
All right. So when I open the door, how close, is Merc in between me and the dealer?
Hang on 1 second. I just want to see something. All right. So under 50, good. Above 50, bad. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, you try and open the door, but the door's jammed for some reason.
What?
Oh God, no!
Dwayne the Rock.
He wasn't that close. No way.
I thought they were in another room.
Yeah, they were.
Pull the door open. Don't push.
It swings in, I'm afraid. That's what he was rolling for. Does it swing out?
Yeah.
Swing in. That's
How
what
big
he
is this room?
It's not big, man.
It's
All right.
Firebelly, dude. He could just use a strength test to just push that
Yeah.
shit out the way.
Yeah. Like, I gotta like push with all my might, right?
Sure, yeah. Like you just dunk, and then we get like a camera scene of the inside. There's just like his head, right? Just sort of like gets like fucking bashed a little bit.
Oh, is it just his head in the way?
I mean, he's lying flat, and his head is like blocking the door. It's like kind of putting your foot in front of the door.
All
sort of
right,
thing.
I want to remove his head from his body.
Well, I mean, it's on the
One
other
of-
side of the door, so you can't really.
Well, right,
do
but I
it.
can sort of
He's
squeak
got a
my
door.
arm in there, right?
Just push the door open.
This katana sort of rolls in. He just sort of like swing around.
Yeah,
down.
just
Poor Rock, man.
He's just stunned, and he just like
Yep.
slapping him with his katana while he's unconscious. Okay. All right. Yes. You can do either one of those. You can slap him with a katana on the other side of the door, or you can push a little harder.
yeah. I'm gonna. I thought that's what I was doing, was pushing harder, and you were like, no, his head's in the way. So I was like, okay,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
cut his head
no.
off.
I'm saying you
Very
can do
upset.
it, but you can definitely push harder. So
Okay.
do you have any sort of like? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi,
I'm
Betty.
thinking. What's?
Firebelly, did your parents never teach you to never slap another man with your weapon?
Yeah. I never got
Don't be
that
whipping
lesson.
out your katana and slapping the strangers with it.
Yeah, imagine spanking a fucking stripper with your
Unconscious one.
katana. You're just like,
So, should I just do like a base strength roll?
yeah, this will be like an average strength test. So
One
so that's
success.
One success. All right. 8d6 greater than 5. Yeah, no, he's a bit of a meaty man.
All right. Well, then I want to cut his head off.
Yeah. Sure. You can start that attempt. So you're sneaking around your arm and you're just swinging your sword around. Ledane. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
No, it would be Hermes now. Actually, sorry.
Right. So I go into the shop. Notice that Firebelly is pushing against the door, where it very clearly says "pull." I'm very confused.
It doesn't say pull.
I-
Good try, good attempt. This isn't a fucking wreckage role-playing game.
Can you spend a plot point to make it say pull?
I just want it to be a novelty sign that says "pull." I don't want it to actually mean. that
Wow,
it's
can you imagine being that fucking shop that does that? It's a pull door, and everyone's like,
Son of a.
yeah.
Firebelly, why aren't you through the door yet?
There's a damn body on the other side of it. There's a rock. It's like a rock on the other side of the door.
The guard, yeah, the guard.
Yeah.
Mm.
You took the bait, didn't you?
Firebelly, I have an idea. I have an idea. Oh, it's the best idea. It's the best idea. Watch this. Oh, we're gonna go a little wild, Firebelly. Oh yeah.
Firebelly steps back.
I summon a bear spirit on the other side of the glass.
All right, so animal spirit. All right, let's take a look. So spirit of the beast. That's a good plan, actually. I think summoning is like.
I roll a
conjuring test, and the
And you
difficulty.
decide the difficulty.
Okay, so going on the other side of the door of the glass. Is it just a line of sight thing, or is it like?
Yeah, it's just I can see where it is. So.
Okay. Well, let's make this an average test then. I guess. I mean, like.
All right.
It's not like it's like you're spawning it right in front of you, which would be easy. You're spawning behind some bulletproof glass. It's a little. It's like I imagine it to be, like the wire glass, you know. So it's like got like the chicken wire in it and stuff. So, yeah, average 8 dice. Nice roll. Yeah, I'm rolling like fucking hot shit tonight. So like, you guys are getting away with murder again. So
I mean, in fairness,
Except for me.
I do have one thing that I can do.
yeah,
Just the one.
I can't even open a door.
I can't even.
I mean,
open-
to be fair, he is. It is a specimen of human perfection on the other side blocking it. So
It's true.
you know, there's that. So yeah, you spawn him on the other side of the door, and he will act. So did we ever decide whether or not like channeling was
they
like a?
are my action.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So-
right. They are your action. That's the thing that we were having problems with before.
So I can move, but if I shoot, they do not do anything.
yes, that's exactly what it was. Okay, so what are you trying to do?
The bear, newly summoned, I like to imagine shows up near the dealer, because that's where I'd want him to be, and I can see the dealer and his little Mexican standoff they've got going with glowy fingers and gun.
Mm-hmm.
That bear is gonna try to bite the shit out of the dealer's neck. Actually, no. He's gonna bite down on him to, get him to drop that amulet on the table. Because that's not his amulet. He shouldn't have that amulet. And pain will probably encourage him to not have that amulet anymore.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. So go ahead for me, please, and roll a close combat with your spirit.
Spirit, yeah. Give me just a second. All right.
Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll use this. Oof.
8.
Damn, dude, you're rolling fucking fire tonight. That's every single dice got a success aside from 2 of them. And to be fair,
those were
they were
4s.
4s. Like, it's not a bad roll at all. Like, that's a fucking solid roll. Look at my shit.
Pretty beefy. That's 6 successes over normal.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, how much is a bite on the bear?
7.
Okay.
Rip his arm off.
All right. So, yeah.
So if I recall this correctly, he should be taking 11 points of physical damage.
Yes, he is. I'm just looking at what he has. Okay, cool. So yeah, he's gonna take 1 point of damage. Sorry, you said 11? Yes, because of the extra. So, so he takes 5 points of damage. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Ledane, you're up.
Well, his day's going to get a little worse as I jam his gun again, because fuck him.
Terms of service, baby.
Enjoy. Or I'll just eject the clip and the bullet from the.
I think jamming is all you can do, but
Yeah, I don't think you have you don't have control over the mechanical mechanisms of the gun. It's more like
I can turn the safety on.
how does the
that
jamming
before.
actually work in this game? If it's mechanical, right? But then you can
It's
control it.
not.
It's like
So I posted a link on the Discord you might want to have a look at later that will help you understand it. But unless a gun is specifically called a throwback gun, which is a vintage weapon from 100 years ago or so,
mhm.
it's electronic. Even if it doesn't appear to be, it is wired up to him in some method.
Okay.
And you can, it's a really weird system, but yeah, it's got electronics in it.
It's kind of like how
They're
like
very
even
serious
muscle
about that,
cars have like
A computer,
in it, you know, for whatever
Yeah.
reason. I guess it's the same sort of thing here. Maybe it's like I imagine it's not so much like a connected to him sort of thing. It's more like it helps with recoil dampening or something like that. Maybe it helps with feeding mechanisms or something like that. Maybe it has something to do with
Electronic
that.
bullets, they fire when they're given the signal. That's actually a thing you can do. You can fire a gun without pulling the trigger just by.
So
sending
and
the
maybe it's also
fire.
like they did it in Deus Ex Revolution, where it's like as long as you're holding the gun, it's like a trigger mechanism for a safety, almost like a mechanism, like holding the grip and stuff like that in a proper way.
And you could also do things like have it be fingerprint ID'd to you, so other people can't pick up your gun and shoot you with it.
Yeah, but I the whole point of like Shadowrun is to like not be in the Sin network, so like I doubt he would have a fingerprinted gun, like a registered firearm.
Oh no, I'm
or
not saying
anything
that
like
he does. I'm simply saying as example of things that could happen.
All right, that makes sense to me. So yeah, you can drop the magazine if you wanted to.
And pop the bullet out that's in the chamber already.
That would be 2 maneuvers.
All right, I'll just jam the weapon then.
Yeah. But what you could do is like for example, dropping the magazine would mean that he gets 1 shot and then no shots going forward, right? So it's up to you whether you want to do it one way or the other. So
Could he overheat the magazine, causing it to explode? Though, of course, that would probably act as a grenade and damage everybody nearby.
yeah, I know that China in this room would break, and we'd have to do like bullet physics. No,
Bullet physics!
I don't know.
I'll just cheap out and jam the gun again.
Yeah, okay, we can jam the gun. So that's just 8 dice. So go ahead and roll a hacking test for me, please. But that's a good question. I'm wondering if that's a possibility.
4 successes.
Yeah, no, it jams. I'm wondering then, like, because that makes hackers like stupid strong in this game, right? Because they could just be like,
Well, they are against people that don't have electronics on them.
mhm.
If you have, say, for example, you're wearing just a normal, regular, old-fashioned comlink, it adds 2 to the difficulty because it's part of your personal area network, is what they call it. So your gun links up to your comlink, increases the security of your gun. If
And
you're
you
an
can-
actual hacker with a good firewall, that then that jumps up the difficulty even further. So it can get to the point where if you're trying to hack a SWAT team firearm, it's like 20 dice. It's like, don't even bother, dude. You're not going to get it.
Right. Okay. So that makes a lot more sense. I'll have to think about that going forward if you want to keep doing this hacking stuff. Mostly because of the fact that, like, a lot of that minutia stuff, like you were just talking about, that's not present in Anarchy at all, right? They don't really have it
It's
there.
not. It just says you can hack guns, and then that's it.
Just assume this: the more sophisticated the person we're fighting, the more likely they will have defense for their personal electronics.
Yeah.
Just the way you assume that we would have made certain plans when we go into a place because we're Shadowrunners.
Mhm.
They would have had personal defenses based on the world that they live in.
Yeah. So the world security stuff is something I can understand, but the hacking someone's gun and how it ties into security, that what you just described makes sense. So, but I mean, it's one of those things where if I wish I played the original Shadowrun game, I would, playing this game, I'd be able to like, oh yeah, it's a lot
If you
harder.
played the original Shadowrun, you wouldn't be able to do all this stuff in hacking, in decking. Because
you'd have to actually physically plug into their gun to hack it. And
Walk up, slam a cord in.
I mean, even though Lurdain is disabling this guy's gun, Lurdain right now is unconscious in a van. Like, anybody could go up and just kill him, and there's nothing he could really do
Yeah,
about
there's a
it.
guy sleeping in a van, and the guy with a gun just walks up and goes blap blap, and then he just walks away.
Yeah, like, so there is some balance point to going through and hacking. Like, he's using his turn to stop another guy from having his.
See, in the way that I do my cyberpunk stuff is I like to make hackers physical based, right? They have to walk up to a computer and actually hack it. They have to plug into that computer. It makes hackers.
Well, that's how Shadowrun's supposed. I mean, that's how Shadowrun has always been in my head.
It does still work that way. Like, he does have a comlink has like a cable that you can plug into things. Data jack.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're getting sidetracked here. Yes, you jam the gun. Hermes.
I look over at Firebelly, who is still frantically pushing the door into the Rock Johnson's head.
Now, what it looks like is he's pushing it, and his feet are moving on the ground. Sort of
Moving
thing.
backwards.
They're like slipping.
Yeah.
Hey, Firebelly.
Hey,
You see the bear?
No.
like how high up is the window?
It's normal teller window style, so
I don't see anything.
they probably have a.
Look
Most
through,
places
look
have
through the
like
window. Look through the window.
I pull myself up on the counter and like look through the window and oh, there's a bear in there.
Watch this. Watch
and a
this.
chair as well.
Watch this, Firebelly. Watch this. Summon another bear.
So was it you get one action and you can choose between the spirits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
No, both my spirits will get to act on my turn.
Is that how it works?
Basically, I can choose to do something, or my spirits can do something.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean that makes sense. You did spend the extra points to get the second summoning, so yeah. Go ahead. This will be a harder test because you've already got one out. What did I say it was last time? 10?
8.
8. So let's make it a 10 then. Okay. Go ahead. You'll be yeah. You'll be fine. Trash rolling GM. I'm as bad as Eric Vulgaris, guys. Jesus. So yeah, you summon a second bear, and I think you got higher than 5, right? So it makes it a greater spirit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't remember whether it's you set a higher difficulty or based on number of successes.
No, it's number of successes. I'm pretty sure if you get 5 hits over the top.
Okay, so these are both greater bears then.
What was the first one?
I just rolled him as a normal bear. The check I rolled was 5.
Okay, so these are the greater ones then, and I guess
and he should have taken 2 additional damage.
You gonna do me like that? Is that how we're going?
Hey, if I was fine with them being normal bears, you want to point out, you know what? It was my mistake as a player to not know my own shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
You missed out. No.
It's fine. 2 damage is being applied. What would you like to do with the fucking bear? Oh, you can't.
He's gonna bite.
You summoned.
I summoned. So next turn, both bears are gonna eat this man.
The dealer. He is going to take the amulet and he is going to throw it over. No, he's going to throw it on the ground.
I would just like to point out that I attacked with my bear for the very specific purpose of having him drop the amulet, and he's pointing the gun at Prylor.
Yeah, he has two hands.
I'm just saying. So one of them had the amulet, and a
now.
bear bit him in that arm.
Doesn't mean he can't attempt to throw it. He has the ability to attempt to break from the grasp of a bear.
I'm simply saying I was trying to make him drop the amulet through pain. But that's fine. Throw the amulet.
Interesting. How does that... That's interesting. I mean... How would I actually make that happen? There would have to be like a strength test.
It would have to be some kind of grapple check or something, wouldn't it?
But if you want him to drop it because of just the insane amount of pain that he's receiving,
I did 7 damage to him.
He's also an underworld dealer, so he's probably used to some degree of violence happening to him or around him.
Dire bear bit him in the arm. 7 points of damage. I'm willing to spend an edge to make it happen if you want.
You know what? Here's the thing. The amulet will drop. That's fine. I'm happy to have that happen. It is a lot of damage. On his turn, though, he is going to he's going to take a piece of paper that he has in his chest pocket, and he's going to tear it up.
Ooh, torn up paper.
And
I'm sure there's a purpose behind that.
yeah, and basically, a rock golem will appear, covered in moss, spirit inside the room. And I mean, you did know about this, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, rock golem appears, and he will then attack with it. So let's see. Okay. He's going to attack one of the spirits.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which one; they're both the same. So go ahead and, for me, please, roll a defense on the spirit.
Sure. Seven.
Okay. Actually, no. Sorry. I need agility plus logic from it, rather than just defense. Because he's doing
defense is agility plus logic.
Oh, it is normally. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. That's fine. And he will roll. Is it?
Remember to roll astral combat or
Yeah.
close combat wisdom.
Yeah, it's astral combat. Yeah, I'm rolling like trash tonight.
No, because they're not in the astral plane. It should be close combat wisdom. Or is it different between spirits fighting spirits? It's one of the minutiae I don't think they cover terribly well.
No, this is a elemental
These
attack,
are like
so.
Yeah, these are physical manifestations of the spirit, so it would just be a regular. They're hurting each other, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right, yeah. Well, that's fine. Nothing happens. Basically, he swings his big hands like clubs and brings them both down on the bear. And it's sort of like, it's kind of like watching two fireworks go off against each other, sort of thing, a little bit. It's bright, and like moss sort of like appears on the bear where it blocks. But that's about it, really. That's all that happens. Yeah. Mouse.
Still trapped outside because can't open doors.
We opened the doors for you and let your bot in. You actually didn't take your turn when we were going in, and you should have, by the way.
No, but I'm still trapped in the front room of the pawn store with the drone.
With Firebelly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't got that second door open yet.
So your drone is just floating around.
How big is the drone? Is it small?
I think it's about the size.
Is it if it's a medium, it won't fit through the hole. But if it's small,
I think it's a
I'm
medium.
pretty sure it's a medium. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a medium drone, so it's a decent, big size. Not much I can do from out here.
I mean, you could attempt to like push the door open even further. You have like those drones have something on them, don't they? Like a melee or something?
They do. No, this one doesn't actually.
Oh yeah, because
it's only got the gun.
Yeah. So remember when I said that you can make like special abilities for your drones and stuff like that, much like how you make amps and shit. If you wanted to make like a battering ram ability for this thing,
yeah, that's something I'd have to put on it. There is like crashing rules. I can crash the drone into something, and it actually does a considerable amount of damage, but would destroy the drone in the process.
Yeah. So yeah.
The drone's going to be like checking out the records. There's got to be like a box full of records somewhere, and it's like flicking through.
Little fingers come out, just flick through them. Yeah. Okay. You find what you want out of that. Easy.
A soundtrack to some magical girl anime.
Yeah. If you want, you can also physically come into the store as well.
I can, possibly. I don't know if I want to. There's bears and golems and shit in there.
But you're also a
I
troll.
guess I could do that. I suppose I'm not doing anything else with my action, so I may as well move into the store.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the option to move into the store and try and push the door if you want.
All right, I can try that.
Yeah. So this, what did I say it was? It was a hard door test push. No, it was 8. So 8. Right, we'll go with 8 again. So this is just strength. Pure, unadulterated strength. D8.
Wait, what? No, that's not what I meant.
4d6 greater than 5.
Do the proper thing greater than.
But look
5.
how high his rolls were.
It's the same thing, really, I guess. Whew. That's my only good roll for the session.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will not be moved.
His neck muscles.
He's earning that name.
I mean, he's still technically alive, right? He's still
why he's called The
technically
Rock.
alive, and his neck muscles like clench and unmoving. Merc.
I can imagine Mouse doesn't even try to push the door. He just tries to walk through it normally and just walks into it, not realizing it's blocked.
Mm-hmm. Like you put your hand on the handle, like thunk, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just move the rock?
Yeah, you can attempt to move the rock.
I can't just grab his leg and move him.
He's
He is
the
a
rock.
mountain.
you tell me if you could move the rock.
The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson officially weighs 260 pounds.
Yeah, I can move that.
What's that in kilos?
If you wanted to spend your entire movement,
It's like 10 kilos, Dave.
ankles and dragging him away from the door.
That's like 120 kilograms.
You could potentially drag him, maybe.
And then there's that whole thing about
I could roll him enough to get the door open a little bit or something.
Sure, I'll make this. This will be an average strength.
I don't care if it
test.
takes all my power or all my.
This will be not an average. This will be a. If you're going to just roll him, this will just be a 6 dice strength test. So easy.
All right. How do I roll strength?
You find the number of strength.
Type it in manually.
And then you type it in manually.
Okay, so.
Like a barbarian.
Like a man who has to type his own things.
Next thing you know, we'll be actually rolling physical dice. This is how bad it's getting here, folks.
Are we savages, Doc?
5d6, right?
Savages?
Yeah, whatever your strength
Oh,
is,
yeah,
d6
okay,
greater than
D6,
5.
alright.
Yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, dude. Damn. Good roll. You beat me by 1. Yeah.
Passively resisting being moved. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
So you're like, you try.
He barely gets moved.
So you barely move this mountain.
Like
of
I'm just
man.
like, here's an arm, and then just.
Like I imagine you have to use like
I'm moving like his leg.
You have to like
his other
wedge
leg.
him up with like
Yeah.
you put like a stick and a boulder there, and he's just like.
The best part of this to me is he's got a man pointing a gun at him, 2 giant bears and a giant stone golem.
Dude,
3 feet
I want you guys in it, and I want to
Just
get
like,
out.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta roll this guy over.
You gotta roll the rock.
It's like not only is that
rolling this guy out of the way.
not only is it the way to get you in, it's it's our exit as well if shit goes bad. So it's got to be opened.
But just the image of you,
Yeah.
just like 1 sec.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
hilarious.
Good job. The door swings open
Woo!
as people.
I have defeated the Rock twice.
after tweet Dwayne now, they're like, hey man, sorry to say this, but a skinny white elf boy just beat the shit out of you. Okay, yeah. Firebelly. You can go in through the door if you want.
Yeah, I mean, what's the status of the dealer?
He's getting fucked up by bears, but there's also an elemental now in the room, a rock elemental.
I don't think my fire would do much against the rock elemental.
Probably not. It's
specifically a spirit of the earth, if you're
Right.
looking at it. So, fire versus earth, however you want to look at that. So,
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure Earth will break apart to an assault rifle.
just so you know, everyone here is a Shadowrunner, so you know this. Physical damage versus spirits is like reduced by a lot.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. So what makes spirits?
Killing summoner. Oh, real effective way to deal with spirits.
Aye, but he might not be a summoner.
Regardless.
Well, I could finish off the dealer probably with my assault rifle.
You could just like.
Yeah.
I mean, Geek the Mage. It's literally there. It's like the primary.
Facts we know. Killing a summoner is a good way to deal with spirits.
He paid you in friendship. Yeah, he gave you hugs, elemental hugs.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him with my assault rifle.
Okay, let's get a roll in.
That is what?
Firearms.
Oh, firearms. There it is. Fucking Jesus.
Don't worry, man. I'm also rolling like shit. So.
Ugh.
Hey!
Oh God.
Yeah, elemental in
I
the
don't
way.
have any edge.
Ping pong pong.
I don't have any.
It was still a bad roll, but it was better than than your bad roll.
What did you spend your edge on?
I didn't have any yet. I spent it last week.
It refreshes.
Every session.
Motherfucker. All right, well, then I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to spend an edge to re-roll.
Okay.
I'm re-rolling 1, 2, 3, 4 dice.
Mm-hmm. So successes.
4 successes.
Yeah,
total.
4 successes total. Yeah, okay. You fucking blap this man.
Blap, blap. I do
Blap.
8p damage with my assault rifle.
Oh yeah, he dead.
Yeah.
You just fucking riddle. You cheese him. However, the spirit, the elemental doesn't disappear.
No, he crumbles away and disappears. That was the deal you and I made before we started today's session, Dave.
No.
Fuck.
So you kill the mage and the golem vanishes.
Right.
And
And then we
That's not what
get the
happened.
amulet.
Guys, that's not what happened.
then you grab the amulet.
All right. It is, I believe, Lordain's turn.
Yes, Ladani.
Well, how
Can
exposed
we-
am I to this golem right now?
Oh, you can move back into the other room if you'd like.
Yeah.
As we're back to the beginning of the round, could we take a break, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to take a break? I like to take breaks on the top of every hour. You fuckers are way too fucking intense. Yes, we'll take a break. Absolutely. So anyway, guys, jumping back into the action, I do believe it was Ladain's turn.
Is there actually much for me to do right now?
I mean,
Can he hack the rock golem?
Can I? Yeah, can I hack the rock golem?
No.
Okay. Can
You
I
could
hold my
hack the
action?
sprinkler system and we can turn it into a mud golem.
It'd be stone though.
Yeah, but it's gonna be dirt in there
It's just-
somewhere.
He's
right?
just gonna make
technically a
it-
spirit of Earth, friends.
Just gonna make him into like a stone, a wet stone golem.
I mean, it's a spirit, so it's not like hitting it with a fire hydrant is going to do much to it. So, yeah.
I think I'm gonna exit the matrix.
Sure, yeah. Tank finds you an exit and then you leave.
That's what I'm going to do because I haven't got much else to do.
Is it called jacking off when you do that?
Jacking out?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You just don't
Jacking
No.
around.
you just don't leave a mess inside the matrix, you know.
Or maybe you
Well, it
do.
depends.
It
Depends.
depends.
There's a mop in the van in case you need it.
A little drone comes out and it's like, no, actually, I'm not gonna make that joke. I'd step away from that joke. I ain't making it because there was, no, I'm not making that joke.
He's got a drone. They all have jobs to do. That drone is not happy with his lot in life.
All right, fuck it.
It's very similar to the Fifth Element, where the guy has a drone. He presses a button, a whole bunch of effing drones come out.
Yeah, except I was gonna make like a Japanese Moe voice about.
I know exactly what you were gonna do, but we're not doing that. So I took us in a new direction.
Okay.
I took us to Fifth Element.
He's dragging you away, and you're kicking and screaming the whole
You
time.
were trying, for someone who's not going to make that joke, you were trying awfully hard.
No, I want that joke to be in everyone's mind, so I don't have to make it.
That's so much worse, though.
That's a secret.
That's so much worse.
Yes, Fig knows exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Anyway, if you want to see what we're talking about, you should subscribe on the Twitch channel so you can see the VOD chat. Anyways, okay, so, we did it, boys. We're back in action. You exit the Matrix, you clean up as you do, and what would you like to do? Is there anything else you want to try and do?
Who we?
Yeah,
I've got
you.
anything else to do at the moment.
You want to join us in the pawn shop? Help us carry stuff?
Well, you got to kill the rock golem first, and then I'll join you.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so we're moving on. Hermes.
I'm going to use my movement to go pick up the bear amulet.
Okay, so you're actually going to go into the attack range of the golem?
Yep.
Okay.
Grab the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
And then use my action to have both of my bears attack the golem.
Roger that. Go ahead.
All right.
See, this game is very similar to Hollow Earth in terms of dice. So I'm thinking, okay, so the next one gets a -1. It's like, no, it doesn't. Nope. Wrong game. Wrong
So
system.
do you want me to roll astral combat or close combat? Because they're both spirits, would they use close combat on each other?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that. Because here's the thing, right? If you're fighting a spirit in real life and you use astral combat, it does more damage to it. Because
you only use astral combat in the astral plane.
Well,
yeah,
no,
he's fighting a physical manifestation of the spirit.
so there's close
If he
combat
was
will,
in the
right?
astral
Okay,
plane,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. That's where I'm getting the confusion. All right, close combat. That's what we're doing.
Okay. All right. And they get a bonus of 2 because they are great bears. So that's for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That is for the second one.
First one. Second one. All right, so you do how much damage? First one.
7p each. The second one succeeded by 2.
So you get 8p on the second one, yeah?
Yeah. So.
All right. Okay, so you take 7 and 8. So the first one goes down to.
It's 15 total damage.
First one goes down to 15. So okay, so we take 6 off that, so 9 damage. Okay. Easy. That's a lot easier.
And why are you reducing it?
Because it's non-magical damage.
Spirits are non-magical?
I mean, you're doing physical attacks, so.
From spirits.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the meat space, right?
That was not that was a
spirits.
Is that how we're? This is the first time we've done spirit on spirit.
Spirits. The reason why I say this is because spirits actually have spells.
That is. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
It was a curiosity. I just wanted to know in case this.
Like
comes
for
up.
example, the last attack I did with the
with the spirit of Earth was a magical attack because it was an elemental attack. And I'm pretty sure the spirit of the beast doesn't have that, but they have a lot of physical attacks and stuff like that.
They have,
right?
yeah,
So,
they have natural weapons.
yeah.
That,
So
perfectly fine by me, bud.
all right, just making sure. All right. So yeah, he weathers it very heftily, I guess. All right, so he's going to again attack one of the spirits.
Oh,
actually,
and
he's
I'm
going to
actually
attack
sorry,
you. He's
That
gonna attack-
is, it actually increases their damage by 2 as well. So it's actually 19.
Didn't you
damage.
roll the damage with an extra plus?
No,
2?
that was my close combat. It adds 2 to
Alright.
that as well.
Okay, so an extra.
So it was 19 total damage instead of 15.
Okay, so that is an extra. How much did you say? 19.
19.
So 12, I guess. So an extra
Yeah,
2.
minus 6 would be
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. So all right, that's fine.
My apologies. I will promise to get better at that.
No worries. Okay. His turn. He's going to attack you, Hermes.
Okay,
Because you're right
that's fair.
there. Because spirits
'Cause-
know how to get rid of spirits too.
Spirits knows what's up. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
Go ahead and give me a defense, please.
Yeah, sure.
So this would be so this is agility and logic defense.
It most certainly is. I'm gonna use my edge on it.
Okay, so you're gonna get the 4s, and you get an extra dice, I believe, is what the edge does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add a 1 modifier to my defense.
Are you still under the effect of your stims?
1, 2, 3. I have 3 successes there.
It's not I don't think it's actually stims. I think it's just narrative stims more than anything.
Yeah,
so-
the
Okay.
stims aren't giving me any mechanical advantage. It's purely roleplay.
yeah.
All right.
3 successes.
3 successes. Why do you get extra successes?
Because I just rolled the defense with a 1 modifier, and then if you
Oh
mouse
right, yeah, okay, yes, I see. Yeah,
4,
because you
4,
rolled.
6.
Yep.
because I'm lazy.
All right. Yep. Okay. It's going
Thank
to
goodness
use
we
one.
seeded that RNG.
It's going to use one of its edges though.
Of course it is.
So that's 5. So he's going to reroll 5 dice. 5d.
It's gonna hurt. Pray for me, chat.
All right. So that's enough.
Yeah, you hit.
So you take 8 points of magical damage.
All right, that just works as normal. Right?
Works as normal, yeah. Unless you have a weakness to it, which I don't think you do.
I do not.
And it hits you basically, right? And you start to form like your shoulders start to get mossy. The top of your head starts to get mossy. The top of
You
your
mean
feet.
more mossy?
Yeah, like fresh moss that grows over you, basically. It doesn't do anything other than just like makes you mossy.
Decorative.
So yeah.
All right.
And that's his turn.
So when the moss grows, you see the plates that were in my shabby armor, they shatter and fall out of my jacket. They're barely held on, apparently.
Nature versus man. Nature wins. Right? Yeah.
No arguments here.
You haven't met fire.
Mouse. You're up.
Not yet.
Mousy boy, you're up.
Right. So I can. Which is hang on. Let me double check something here. I'm trying to see if it's better for me to shoot with the drone or to shoot with the shotgun. I'm gonna go shotgun.
Okay. Quick question.
Yeah.
Did I sense this spirit specifically or not?
You sensed a protection spirit in this place.
I ask because I get 2 DR versus spirits I sensed. Since he didn't summon the spirit, I would be pretty keen to say no, I didn't sense him specifically because he wasn't out. But I will leave that to your judgment.
Well, this is more like he triggered a a spirit that was already in place. So this spirit has been here for a long time. And he's not a summoner, obviously, but he had someone set this up for him. So I mean,
did I sense this spirit or not?
Yeah, I would say so, because you did look into it ahead of time. But I mean, I gave you the information that I gave you, so I would assume that is indeed counted as being sensed. So this what you
he
get
still
damage
smashes
reduction.
all my armor, but so I take 6 damage instead of 8.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Yay, DR versus spirits.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
I have the same thing against you, so
Yeah, Doc's gonna shotgun some people.
go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can blammy at this rock golem.
Okay. I mean, the door's open. You can use a drone if you want.
I can, but I have a shotgun and I'm right there.
Okay, go ahead. Make a shotgun attack, please.
I think that's 11. That's actually, I'll use the drone. I'm gonna shoot it with the drone.
Okay. So you fly the drone in. All right, yeah. Weathers your attack.
2.
On 11 dice.
11 dice.
Mate,
And I got
welcome to
2.
my world. I rolled 9 defense and I got 2. So as far as I'm concerned, we're both
Look at all
rolling
those
fair.
fucking 4s.
Yeah.
If you have any edge,
Oh, actually, no. Vehicle weapons may re-roll exactly 2 dice
Go ahead then.
from my indomitable quality.
Yep. Also, let's put a glitch die in this for you.
Yes.
I keep forgetting to do that with you. So
So I'll do the
2 dice,
2d10.
and then we'll do
One.
a glitch. No, it's 2d6. You fucking.
God damn it!
Yeah, you're in Hollow Earth as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 0 successes. All right, but yeah, add a glitch die to this.
and then 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
All right. So who's in the room right now with this drone? Yeah, we have you.
everybody-
We have 2
Fire Belly
spirits.
Everybody except myself and
2 bear spirits.
I'm hiding behind the rock.
I mean, it's
I'm
a
in the
person,
van.
so- Okay, Doc, roll for me another vehicle weapon check, please.
okay.
All right. Everyone
Two.
roll defense against a vehicle weapon check, please. As the drone starts to go and spins around and just unleashes a torrent of fire in the entire room.
Look, it's her first time shooting since she started hovering. She's not used to it yet.
Yeah. All right, so we need one from Merc. Ooh, baby.
Oh, let me roll for my bears.
Yeah, please do. And I'll roll one for the Spirit of the Earth as well. Yep. Well, I'm glad. Okay, cool. So that's first bear and second bear. Okay,
Dodge
that's
all
fine.
the bad guys.
All right, Merc. How much damage does he take from your SMG?
I did mention that we were going to shoot you on the way in, didn't I?
Yeah, I guess.
So how much damage does he
And you were
take?
the adamant one about it too.
The plan's a plan.
What's the SMG? Is it like 60p? 6p?
Yeah, six.
So you take 7 points of physical damage there, probably.
All right, so that takes 7 off my armor, right?
Yes, off the armor. As basically this Japanese flying boomstick just fucking goes haywire and shoots everyone in the room, basically. Good turn.
You should have taken cover behind Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
All right. Speaking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Merc, you're on top of this unconscious man. What are you doing?
Well, kind of annoyed and shrug off all the, I guess, the well, I don't shrug off the bullet wounds and got shot, but I guess I stand up kind of angrily,
Yeah.
and I guess I will help out try to defeat the golem.
Sure, man. Go
And
ahead.
I just extend my hand towards him and let another bolt out.
Yeah. All right. So this will be without the damage reduction because you're actually using magic. So go ahead. Make an attack for me,
Let's
please.
go. Yep. I clicked it. Hello.
Hello. What's the dice?
There we go.
Oh, 3. Cool.
Fucking rolls.
Ooh. All right. How much damage does it do? It's like 8, right?
6. Oh,
6?
yeah. It's no, it's 8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 8 stun damage straight up, huh? Fuck. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a powerful spell you have there, my man. Luckily, we don't have I know there's some fucking stupid rules for like mana burn in this game, in the original one, but not so much in this one. So,
I mean, it's effectively a shotgun blast
yeah,
from his hand that can ignore armor potentially.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. So you just fucking blast this thing with a beam of light, basically, and it recoils like, and gorilla smashes its arms into the ground. Firebelly, hello.
Can I like
Hello.
step? Can I step outside of the room and kind of like
Yeah,
just like peek my head so I can see what's going on, but
yeah.
in cover?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, so this thing, I mean, we haven't really put much of a dent in it yet, or we have.
Well, it looks fine.
It looks fine. Well then, I've been trying to think of something to do here.
So,
And okay, go ahead.
your fire isn't magical. Let's just point that out.
Right.
And you did choose not to use take close combat will last time, but what it
Right.
does, because the way that it works is when you do close combat against something like a spirit, you have a -2 dice on it. Remember?
Right.
Yeah. So, and on top of that, he also has damage reduction because it's a spirit and they don't
Right.
take as much damage from physical stuff. So,
Yeah. So I can't really do much to this guy.
no.
Is there another door out of here besides the one that the rock is blocking?
No,
Why don't we just lock this fucking thing in here?
because that's where all the money is.
Because we're here to rob the place.
Ah, God damn it, that's right. Can I look around and see if there are any magical items in this room that I could use against this thing?
What's a magical item that you know of? Because you're not magically.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad.
in-
Fuck.
So to you,
I-
everything just looks like things, right?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
don't
worth
know
pointing
how
out
much-
that anything of value, right, is behind a locked cage, basically.
Right.
I will say this, Spooty. They have damage reduction, but that doesn't mean you can't hurt them.
No, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk through getting.
I mean, you
not-
roll a fuckload of dice with your swords, dude. It's
I
not,
do.
like-
I mean, I roll 10 now, but I would roll 8. So yeah, I'm just going to try and hit him with my swords.
Okay, go ahead.
So I got to do this manually.
Why is that?
Well, because it's -2, right?
Yeah, but you can click it, and then there's a mod that pops up, and you just go -2.
Oh, -2. How helpful. All right. And you know what? I'm going to.
No need.
Yep, no.
No need. How much damage do your swords do?
7.
7? Okay, so
So
All right.
what was that? 3,
it's 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's getting... You fucking scrape away at it. Ladane, my man. You're just going to chill out in the car?
I don't really know what's going on. Is there does Mouse have like TV set up so we can actually see what's going on?
There's probably a TV, but not for that purpose.
No, not for that purpose.
okay.
I mean, you turn on the
well-
TV expecting to find something like that, and he's like paused an anime mid magical girl transformation, so it's like an upskirt almost, and
I'm
it's
just
paused.
switching it off. I'm just switching it off. and shaking
You
my
know, he's
head.
like turn it on. Nope. Turn that back up.
I feel like I need to burn my eyes out.
Yeah. I mean, what you saw at that
I'll-
party, you might need to burn your eyes out after that too.
Oh,
But
no, that's normal.
that's normal. That's meat space. That's
Yeah.
acceptable.
I'm gonna grab my assault rifle and head in.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. All right, Hermes. You have the amulet.
Do have the amulet. I'm going to move back a bit towards the door,
Mm-hmm.
and have my my bears move in between me and the Earth Spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then I will use my turn to attempt to banish the Earth Spirit.
What is the rules on that? I'm gonna look
I
that up
roll
again.
conjuring and you roll defense. If I succeed, I do my willpower in stun damage directly to your stun track.
That's interesting. What is your willpower?
6.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Interesting.
Right. I have succeeded. You take 6 damage to your stun track.
I will use an edge since I got 0 on my check. I'm just going to reroll.
Certainly.
Okay.
You take 6 to your stun track.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, with that, the spirit sort of like sits down on the ground, and he starts to like little. It turns into a bunch of butterflies basically, and just sort of like they all just sort of flap and evaporate in different directions. Yeah, the spirit is gone.
Oh, how
Mouse is in awe.
Hooray!
pretty.
It looked good. Yeah, it actually looks really nice and stuff. So
Okay.
there's
You
the dead dealer on the ground. And stuff.
Can go. I dismiss my bear spirits.
They sort of give like a half roar and just again they sort of just sprint into the wall and disappear, sort of thing. Like
Did your stems wear off?
Yep. Oh, Lurdane. Excellent. It's time to rob.
All right. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know why it's gone all cocked.
Loot the bodies.
I'm gonna go in and find a computer, see if it's got some sort of computer system, and see what information I can pull off it, like pay data.
he's got like a tablet or whatever, but like it's mostly just personal stuff. Like this guy, surprisingly, is very old school with his the way that he does stuff, because he's probably been hacked before and he does underground stuff. So there's a lot of like leather bound books and stuff like that. But his tablet has some personal information and stuff like that on there if you wanted to see if you can get like, I don't know, banking information maybe or something along those lines. But more context in
anything
there.
that-
Maybe other fences that you guys can find and stuff. So
Anything that we could use to sell. Information regarding like stuff he has, like things like that. Sell that.
that's all
what I'm looking for,
physical. That's all in books and filing cabinets and stuff like that.
All right. Well, we'll grab it. I'll grab as much of it as we can. I'll get the trolls coming as well because he's like big and he can carry.
Well, you want to take all his paperwork?
Might as well.
I'd rather take the valuables.
Yeah, I would like to focus on valuable grabbing.
I don't think we're going to get a
amulet
chance to go
specifically.
through the paperwork and then come back.
I already have the amulet.
Oh, you already have it. Okay.
Amulet's fine. It's still in one piece. But yeah, the locked there's a locked cage basically, with a bunch of stuff in it. It's mostly like knickknacks and shit. But theoretically, there's about 3 karma each worth of value of stuff, that you'd need to fence somehow. But you know, there are people that buy stuff, and
It's okay. I know a guy.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
You probably know another guy.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but
before,
that. Mhm.
before I go in, I'm going to flick the sign in the front of the shop.
Closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, no.
Should we kill this guy?
Yeah, he's like unconscious on the ground there.
Yeah, sure. And I just stick a sword in his head.
Guess who's not coming back?
Yes.
He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
Oh god, that joke.
Can we assume that Doc also wiped any video recordings of us?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, all that stuff. Now that you've said it, is done. So. But yeah, is there anything like this is a pawn shop, right? That deals in sort of underground stuff. Is there anything that you guys want to have in exchange for 1 karma, personal karma, that you want?
Like, are we exchanging one of the 3 that we've got, or do we have to have a karma currently?
No, it's one of the 3 that you got. So instead of having karma, you just keep one of the things instead of selling it.
All right. It's 1 karma per 3 points of armor, right?
No, at the end of the session, I'll just come back. So
I can repair.
No. I mean, you can
more.
upgrade your armor for 1 karma.
I
like, I could go from-
I think it's like 6 actually. Let me just take a look here. I know it's on page 70. Let me just. Okay. Okay. Improving attribute, improving skills. Improve armor. It's 3 karma for 3 point. And you can't buy like 1 karma with it, but you have to buy it in chunks of 3. So.
Well, that's what I was going to... I was actually just going to combine this. Basically, I want to find a... Since my armor just broke, I would like to find in the shop a nice set of orc-sized armor of a higher grade so that I can go from 6 armor to 9.
Yeah.
And I would like to spend all 3 karma on it.
Sure. So just for this session right now, you have 3 armor back. But at the end of the session, you can go up to 9. So.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Yes. I would like to find a set of very clearly cheaply made imitation knockoff katanas, the kind that you see in every pawn store.
Yeah.
And take
Like, they're probably out the front.
Yeah.
You know,
they're clearly trash, but he's like, oh, I'll take this.
There's actually no. Do you want trash ones or do you want actual like katanas you can use?
I mean, he's a weeb. Weebs don't have real katanas.
He wants the crappy...
What I'm saying is, he's
a
an
mall
arm
ninja.
dealer. There's actually katanas in the back room. If you want.
But did they look like katanas, or do they?
Yeah,
look
but they
like
don't have
actual-
dragon handles, dude.
Right? See, he
Hold on.
knows.
I know what he wants.
Oh God,
He's fucking got his set.
Yeah, he has them.
Is he a weeb then? What's a weeb?
Eugene Mall Ninja.
How the fuck do you know what a hair bash is, but you don't know what a weeb is?
Never
What's
had the term.
this?
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
weeb,
sort of thing
Eugene.
that clearly isn't used as a weapon.
Okay.
It's an implement.
Yeah, I
Is it
mean,
one
you
that
can
they
take that
used-
from the front without spending karma. That's not a big deal. If you want any sort of trash objects, fine, you can have it. I'm not going to charge you karma for that stuff. So.
I get
Yeah.
some new clothes.
Mhm.
I throw them in a bag.
Mhm.
A nice new hat.
Yeah.
I get a whole new wardrobe, man. Just
Yeah,
throw
no,
in the
you
bag.
You can find whatever you like. Like, for example, if you wanted to get like, I don't know,
repair parts for your drones and stuff, like you can spend those points now to upgrade your drones however you'd like. You can just find the parts that you need here if you wanted to spend the karma on that.
No, I know what I'm spending my karma on.
What's that?
It's not getting rid of distaste for violence.
Oh,
Distaste.
I see. You find your courage in here. It's in a glass jar. He had it the entire time.
No,
Actually, no. You
been,
find your
like,
testicles floating in. No, it's good.
Wow.
Yeah, Firebelly. Is there anything that you'd like in here to exchange?
I definitely want to be. I'm just going to be paying money to upgrade, paying karma to upgrade my katanas again.
Okay. Yeah.
So that costs, what was it, 2, 3?
So you want to upgrade the actual weapon?
Yeah.
What did you do last time?
So last time I put like razor sharp
Barbs on it
edges.
for extra damage.
Yeah.
So it costs 3 karma to do that.
Right. That's what I did last time.
Mm-hmm.
This time, what I want to do is I want to put, if I can find some stuff to sort of make attachments on them. I want tubes that hold flammable liquid so I can shoot fire out of my katanas as well.
Like you want to be able to like swipe and
Right, like a swipe and fire comes out of them. Yeah.
like as in like a fucking
So
ranged attack or like a close combat.
Well, both. Like, so it can be a ranged attack, or if I'm close combat, I hit him with the blade and they catch on fire.
Well, I mean, you can flavor that however you want, but that needs to be an amp rather than a upgrade to your thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much does an amp cost?
Well, you'd need to build the amp. So you've already got fireball and stuff like that, right? So
Right.
it'd be something similar to that. Like, but if you wanted to say increase the increase the damage.
Yeah, let's just increase the damage on
If you wanted to increase the damage, you can also add a descriptor to it saying fire, but you wouldn't be able to throw it. Like you wouldn't be able to like do like a Zelda magic sword attack. What it would do though is it would put people on fire.
Yeah, that's what I want to. When I hit people, I want them to catch on fire.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Easy enough.
So that was 3 karma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 karma.
And what does that make the damage now?
An extra +1. So it
So
was
go up to 8.
Yeah, whatever it was before, you just add 1 more to it. So
Okay. All right.
with just put a descriptor in the actual weapon, like just maybe a quality, something like that, saying that flame sword.
Yeah.
So
Flame
I imagine
katana.
basically what you've done, since you already serrated the blade,
Mm-hmm.
is what you've done is now in the hilt, you've added essentially like a fuel sack.
Yeah, it's almost like a
Pushes
trigger.
fuel down the fuller
Mm-hmm.
and then goes down the prongs. And then when you swing, you've essentially got like a Zippo lighter.
Yeah, it's.
And like you hit it, which lights the sword on fire as you're swinging and hits them.
Yep. That's
Or it's
exactly
some
what I
sort
had
of
in
like
mind.
mechanism inside the hilt. Oh, not the hilt, the holster of the sword.
Yeah, but that would be very fancy. And I imagine Firebelly would really
I'm
like
not. Yeah.
like,
It looks rigged up as fuck.
It's like a Dead
like,
Rising fucking like modified
Yeah.
weapon thing. Okay.
There's like tape involved and stuff. It's
Okay. Yeah.
He
like
doesn't
there
have
was
to have-
certainly in this pawn
I like
shop-
the idea that there was a flamethrower in here, but now it's just connected to your sword, like you just took it apart.
Yeah. There was definitely a different way to do this, and there was probably a sword in the shop that did it electronically, but Firebelly found a flamethrower and disassembled it and built this flame sword.
Yeah. Anyone else? No? Merc? Nothing? All right, cool. So yeah, that's what you get from this encounter. Good job, fellas. But yeah, you have this amulet now. So what's the plan?
We have to
We
go where
gotta
the bear
find Grey
was
Cat.
first.
We steal the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
We have the amulet. Now we go give the amulet to Greyfist.
And then steal it again.
Yeah.
Then I wash my hands of it, and
Mm.
what happens to the amulet is no longer of my concern.
Right.
Okay.
So now would probably be the time for me to lean upon the members of our party of the Elven persuasion, who have contacts in places and the ability to peruse the web, or the matrix rather, and look for information on this guy. So I give Lurdane and Merc the gentleman's name and any description that I could remember from the spirit image of him.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's just a
hope that they come
normal
up-
human. Lighter skin than normal, like almost like albino kind of looking dude, but other than that, normal looking dude.
All right. So I've given them the name and I've asked them for their assistance in finding this gentleman.
How do you want to find him, guys?
I don't know if I can help that much. I'm not the one that can search on the web, so
Yes, but you have
Lurdane?
contacts throughout the city with your underworld stuff and your police. Didn't you say you had some friend in the police force?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could give
So
him a call.
you check your sources in meat space, and your brother can check his sources in the web.
What was that guy's name? Did you write him down?
Yeah,
Garrett.
Benjamin Grace, Benjamin
Garrett,
Grace,
yeah.
something or other.
Yeah.
No, the detective. Yeah.
Which
Oh,
I think from what we established, he kind of doesn't want anything to do with me anymore. It's kind
Yeah,
of
you kind of he helped
it
you.
was kind of a one-time thing.
Yeah, but he's still a contact that you know of.
Yeah.
Right, so originally it was going to be
Oh.
a sex thing, but you didn't want that. So.
I'll Google his name, I guess. Will be the first place I go.
Yeah, Google. All right.
Well, the equivalent of Googling.
it's the 80s. Please ask Jeeves.
Yeah,
I
Jeeves
didn't even
comes.
think that was a thing.
Jeeves comes back with 300 responses, basically.
Oh, okay. Would I know where to go to look for this sort of information up?
Well, give me an
Is
idea
it-
where you'd expect you'd want to go, like because
I'll go look at some. I'm assuming he's a magical person, so I'll go hang out in some magical forums.
escape that hoe. Yeah, magical form. Okay. Do you have any sort of like role that's associated with this at all? Like, if you wanted to, because that's what it will come down to, essentially.
I don't know what role it would be. I've got negotiate and con, and I've got hacking.
Let's make a negotiate check here. But it will be based on logic. What's negotiate based on?
Charisma.
Yeah, just change it to logic. Not. Yeah, logic, and we'll make a negotiate check there.
Okay.
We'll say this is average check, so 8 dice.
3 successes.
All right. Yeah, hanging around magical circles online, it finds your man basically. He is I just someone similar to him, I guess. There's a Greyfist Emporium, which is in the United Canadian American sector where you guys are now.
Okay.
It's loitered that this particular shop, for the most part, has been noted of selling wares that claim to be magical but aren't, and that it's if this was a Yelp site for a review, it would be like in the lows, like the very lows, like 1.
Okay. Well, it might be just a front. He might actually sell magical items just to certain people, though. All right, I'm gonna unplug and go. That's a free karma place. No, I'm joking. He has a shop called the
Oh my god, brain's fried. What was it called?
Grey Fist Emporium.
Grey Fist Emporium. It's located at this address.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go give him the amulet.
Well, let's all go give it to him.
Well,
I'll go along with you.
I assumed. Okay.
All
Well, I'm guessing Mouse is gonna very slowly and cautiously drive us over there.
Yeah, I'm driving and
All
we're
right.
getting paid.
You're getting paid? Probably not.
Got paid. We robbed that guy.
Yeah, we got paid for stealing it, and then we sold it to the guy, and then we didn't get paid, but we took his stuff. But now we're selling it again, right?
No. This time we're just giving it to him. But I'll see if we can get paid.
It's a really expensive
I
item.
understand.
Be nice to get something out of it.
Well, we got those bear spirits that saved your ass and your ass and your ass.
What are you talking about? I was fine. I didn't get touched till you guys bursted in and shot me.
Remember the mall when we stole
Was
it?
that the place where he grabbed the
first
dude's death and
time?
then ran out?
I remember them all, but I remember it vaguely different to you. I remember us kicking ass and leaving.
You fought 5 dudes.
Yeah, because
There were 60. You killed 1.
I killed one.
Bears killed 50.
I don't believe. I didn't see it happen.
Wasn't 50.
You would have seen the
More like
carnage
20.
on your way out. This is not a thing that you would disbelieve.
It was more like 20.
It
wasn't. It was 50 people.
It was 20 on the inside and 10 on the outside.
It was 30 on the outside, according to what you said.
Really?
Yes.
Look, he's exaggerating the story. Okay, that always happens. It was this big.
No, you did actually say there was more than 10 on the outside, but doesn't matter. They got storyline murdered by bears, and you just saw a bear storyline murder the crap out of somebody.
Well, I just, I wangled us a free helicopter ride back here.
You're a rock star. Those kind of things just happen. Listen,
You're
to get a payment, ask him for a payment. Doesn't hurt my feelings, but I don't want to get eaten by a bear, so I'm gonna give him the amulet.
Okay, but you owe me a soy calf.
I'll buy you 2. And then
At
bring
that, I speed up.
Thirsty. All right. So yeah, Greyfist Emporium is basically like a waterfront warehouse, almost. It's basically just like a small little shack thing that's inside of another warehouse. The guy does business mostly out of the back of a boat. So, all the stuff that comes in, he puts it in the little warehouse that he's got, and people come and they buy it from him.
I'm not going to lie, completely out of character. I have this very sinking suspicion that what this is going to turn into is the pawn shop all over again, but in the back of the boat. We're just going to keep ending up with this amulet.
That's the curse of the monkey paw. So yeah, what do you guys want to do? You're at the entrance there.
Walk into the Emporium, loaf into the Emporium and look for the guy I saw in the spirit world.
I mean, the door's locked.
The door is locked.
Yeah. It's got a big chain on it with a padlock on the front.
I'm going to knock.
Oh yeah, there's no lights. There's no one in there or nothing like that. There is a little houseboat though, just off the corner there.
I'll meander my way to the houseboat.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, there's a guy on the front of it, and he's basically just fishing in the water there.
Are his fists gray?
Yes. How did you guess?
How did you know?
We found him, guys.
That's him.
I mean, is it
How can we
him?
be sure?
I don't know. Oh, you mean you've seen him before, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, we've
I
seen
was,
him.
I was about to say like, I guess. Yeah.
Does it look like the guy I saw?
I forgot that you've seen him before. I was sitting there, like, is it him? I was like, I don't know. Ask him. Like, yes, it's him. It's the same guy.
Oh.
He pulls up a fish and he looks disappointed.
Because it's made out of soy. And obviously from the grocery store that he put on the hook.
Yeah.
Benjamin Greyfist?
Oh, who's asking?
Hermes. And friends.
Hi.
He like look around. He's like, what you want?
No. Bear Spirit told me to bring you this.
He'll like look at you quizzically. He's like, if a bad spirit told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
Probably.
How high's the cliff?
Irrelevant.
No, it's very relevant.
Are you holding out the amulet to him?
I'm holding it, not out to him.
Yeah, like,
As I'm trying to calculate the difference between, likelihood of success cliff jumping and versus bear mauling.
he'll like outreach his hands and he'll do like this, like sort of thing. Oh, give it to me.
Okay.
He'll like look it over and he's like, all right, you can go.
My friends were hoping you would pay for it.
Yes, and I hope that this ocean will be filled with delicious fish, but it's not.
There hasn't been fish in 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, it's your choice, but my friends, well, they're very persuasive.
Really?
Well, look how pretty that one is. And I point to Lurdane.
Yeah, I ain't into boys. So
Actually, he's an elf.
He's a boy?
he's gonna walk into into his little cabin, and he's gonna come out with a even bigger box, and he's holding it, and he's gonna start putting chains on it, and he's like, "Why are you still here? I'm not paying you for shit."
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna go. Why are you not
I've
paying us for shit? We brought
done
this.
my job and delivered the amulet. I'm going to go over there and take a nap. You have a wonderful day. And I'm going to lope over to the van and take a nap.
All right.
I'm out of this.
Yeah, if only we had something to butter this guy up with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Something you put butter on.
I heard you're a fan of a certain type of food there, Greyfist. No? All right then. Well, see you later.
He's like looking at it, he's like, what are you trying to pull?
So like I do like a little ba-doom-doom, open up my flap, ba-doom-doom, flop a claw out, and I'm like doing a little lobster. It's like a lobster dance, you know.
Where'd you find a real
realize-
lobster in this day and age?
It's real. I'm telling you. I had 3 myself. It's delicious. There, smell this one. When I hand him one of the lobsters.
Don't have him smell it. Don't have him smell it.
So he'll smell it and he'll be like, pungent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The first one's free. The second one,
Oh, okay. Then he'll like take the first one and be like, I appreciate it. You guys have been very nice to me. And then he'll like throw it into like his little cabin thing, and he'll be like, now what else do you want?
well, I've got more lobster where that came from.
Aye, but I have to give you something for that.
Yeah, but don't you want the lobster?
I already have one.
Yeah, but it's only like a 2.5 pounder. Surely a man of your size and appetite needs more than one lobster.
So he's gonna basically he's gonna like, you know, tie this chain around this box like super tight. He's gonna pull out this big padlock and he's gonna lock it, and he's like, what are you trying to get at, boy? What do you want?
Well, there's something about that amulet. You know, it can talk to you, and I'm kind of lonely. These guys don't talk to me all that much, and well,
He's gonna look at you and he's be like, no. Now get out of my face.
You didn't even know about this amulet until we brought it to you.
He like look at you and be like, you presume a lot, don't you?
Seems like you do too.
I have a job to do. Now get out of my face.
And what job is that?
Leaving you alone, which you should be doing to me. And then he'll go to the back of the little driver's seat of his boat, and he'll like start to turn it on and turn it over.
All right, well,
I'm going to step forward and go, look, we've had getting this bloody amulet took exceptional amount of resources.
Mm-hmm.
We've been screwed over at least twice.
Hold up. 1 second. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
I don't hear it.
That's the sound of me giving a fuck.
Which?
Guys, I
Okay.
don't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
Okay, cool. We'll remember you.
Aye. Be sure to leave me a Yelp review.
That actually explains a lot.
I'll turn to Firebelly and go, Firebelly.
He's still trying
how
to
do you
turn
feel
over the boat, by the way.
How do you feel like burning down a shop or a houseboat?
I feel really good about it. And I kind of I give a little wink to Greyfinger there.
Okay, yeah.
You did?
Turn the boat
It's
on
even
now.
even more beautiful when you can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
What's this
This is
action?
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant pantomime.
Fuck. Fucking mute buttons. I take my Everclear out of my jacket,
Mm-hmm.
swig a bunch down, whip out my brand new flame swords, light them on fire, and just vomit flames all over his pretty little houseboat.
What are you doing, you crazy motherfucker?
You should have taken the lobster.
I did.
And I take the second lobster out and just chuck it into the water. Now nobody gets it.
So he's gonna jump off the boat, holding the box that's got the padlock on it.
Okay.
And he's gonna look at you and he's like, "You owe me a boat."
You owe me an amulet.
I don't owe you shit.
Well, then I don't owe you anything either.
You burned my
We're
house. And with that, he's going to drop the box and he's going to pull out a
a little knife and he's gonna try and stab you with it, like a fishing knife.
Isn't he in the water?
No, he's in the water.
No,
Yeah,
he
He
jumped
jumped
off.
off, like he jumped onto the dock. He didn't jump into the water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to tase the bastard.
Oh, hold up. Roll me a defense, please, Firebelly.
Aw. Oh my god.
Yeah, you.
Yay! Shitty rolls all around.
Yeah. I'm not gonna edge that. There's no point. There's no fucking point. My rolls are fucking trash anyway.
I mean, there's 8 other dice there. There is some point.
Can I tase the
you know what?
bastard?
You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
What? If you're edging, I'm edging.
Oh, we're edging each other now.
That's right.
shit,
We're gonna
we're all
edge each
edging.
other.
It's gonna be a mess. Gonna need that.
Mutual
It's
edging.
just
Hey,
nice and slow.
you don't need to spend an edge. You're fine.
I don't. Oh yay!
Jeez, Emily.
Wow. That is a trash roll.
I'm a trash GM.
That is, what, 17 dice you rolled and only got 2 above a 5?
Mm-hmm.
I want to tase the bastard.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to edge this as well to make sure I do it. So
I'm ready.
It's 4 more, isn't it?
No, it's not 4 more. It's 1 more, and 4's count on hits.
Okay. Four successes.
Nice.
How much stun damage does that do?
It does 4s, and that's including my -2. Do successes add to it?
By 1, yeah. So it adds 1 more, so 5.
5s.
Okay, so he takes 1 stun damage.
Can I join in?
You're just gonna... If you guys are gonna curb stomp this dude, we're not gonna do combat, okay?
Okay.
If you guys all gang up on this man, like high five, he's on the ground.
Gangster.
It's like, damn, it feels good to
Stop
be
on
a
it,
gangster. As you guys like slow motion, just like kicking the shit out of this man. You just
had a bad-
you just like
we've had a
burned
bad
his
day.
you just
We've
burned
had a
his
bad
fucking
day.
houseboat. You just like
We've had a-
fucking punching him, and you just like you're doing like an elbow
didn't-
drop on the guy while he's on the ground, and
He
you know-
went. He didn't sound very grateful, and
Yeah.
we've had a bad day.
Well, think of it like this: he is
He's
a
the printer
man.
from Office
He
Space.
cunt, and he deserved it.
He is a man. Let's okay. We wind back in time, right? There's this man, Benjamin Greyfist, right? He's a struggling merchant, and he keeps getting accosted by spirits. And every spirit comes to him and is like, deal with our dirty work. Get rid of our magical elements that are bad, and we'll send people to you. You just take the stuff and you fucking trash it for us. And he's like, fucking my life. Like, imagine if you were that kid who could see fucking dead people, and all you could do in your life is help dead people move on. Literally.
And all you want to do is make flower bouquets and sell them.
Exactly,
The ghosts
right?
just keep showing up.
The
and
ghost just
fucking
keeps
up
showing
flower
up and
arrangements.
pissing you off. It's the same thing that's happening here. And then you guys show up. He takes the amulet from him. He's like, fucking another one. God damn it. And he's about to fucking, do his business with it. And you guys burn his fucking houseboat. And you fucking, like, curb stomp the shit out of
I
this
don't
guy.
condone that. I don't condone
You
that.
fucking
but
joined in.
I was just gonna stun him.
Yeah.
It's a stun bull. It's less than lethal.
He's the printer from Office Space right now.
Exactly. That's
All
the
had
reference
some
I was making.
frustration about how the job had gone.
Yep.
You took him out back and you beat him to death with bats.
No, I stunned him. I shot him with a.
Do you guys
taser.
kill this man, or do you just leave him to fucking beaten and bloodied?
I mean, I'm
I
I'm
want to
not
beat him
beat.
till I get the amulet. I don't care if he lives or
Oh,
dies.
it's not hard to take the amulet from this man now. But do you kill him? Is he dead?
I wouldn't kill him. I wasn't gonna kill the rock, but someone skewered him.
I'm not bloodthirsty, so no, I don't. I just tase him.
I'm not getting paid, so I'm not killing anybody unless I have to.
Firebelly? I mean, you burn his fucking boathouse.
Yeah, I mean, I just want the.
You also skewered the rock, so we've got an idea of what kind of person you are.
Well, the rock was actually attacking us. So
He was
well,
unconscious on the floor.
Yeah.
well, yeah. But
Actually,
I don't
no,
want the
he
rock
wasn't.
coming after-
He was
He never even
going
had a
to.
chance.
He was going
did fire at Merc, point blank
Yeah.
pistol.
after he fucking open palmed him. As far
Just
as
saying.
as far as the order of attacks go, you guys are the baddies this episode. Sure, you got fucked a couple of times, but you're the baddies.
I'm taking a nap.
Oh god. So, do you kill him? Yes or no?
No, I just kick him in the face and take the amulet back.
Yeah, he's just on the ground, just coughing up blood, just cursing his luck that he can see spirits but not actually do anything with them.
And then I just lean in close his face and tell him again, you should have just taken the fucking lobster.
I did! Yeah. So we end this scene with a dreamscape of Hermes. And Hermes, like, you've been, last couple of days, you've been dreaming in this peaceful, serene forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you enter your dream, you see the bear leaving, and with it, the forest withers away.
Oh. So we're done then?
You are now in a dead forest by yourself. As hyenas and
Great.
like shadow hyenas come crawling up and start laughing at you, basically.
I have an affinity for all beasts, so that's not going to bug me. Mosey on over to the hyenas.
They snap at you at your heels.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Stop that. I go find it. I climb up in a tree.
Yeah.
Go to sleep in the dream.
Yeah. And that's pretty much where we'll leave this episode. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. I like the idea that, you know, the last scene we get is like, you know, Dwayne the Rock Johnson like going to work. He kisses his wife and kisses his kids goodbye. He goes to sit in the pawn shop that he's paid to look tough and mean in to, you know, dissuade people from stealing from. And then, you know, we get his wife is just like, you know, sitting there. There's some meat and potatoes on a plate or whatever. She's looking at a watch. She's just like, where's Dwayne?
And they won't suspect because there's a close sign at the door.
That's right.
Oh, it's closed.
For several weeks, no one found any of the dead bunnies.
Why is it that every game I play with you, we end up being the bad guys?
I don't know. That's
We're not the bad guys. We're not the bad guys. Anyway, we're Shadowrunners, so we're criminals.
It's true.
In fairness, regardless of the order operations of how Dwayne the Rock Johnson got attacked, he was under the employ of a man who betrayed us, and as such, deserved to be curb stomped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was unconscious on the floor and then summarily executed with a sword to the face.
You know who had seen our faces? That guy.
That guy.
Actually,
He
no.
saw my face.
He only saw one face.
You know who saw Merc's face? That guy.
That guy.
Well, job well done. Nice milk run, guys. Appreciate it.
And you know what? The Sin already knows my face and my ID has my ID, right? So
It's best that we murdered him.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean it's best that Firebelly stabbed him in the face. I mean,
I'll you know, hey, that's on me.
All right, so
Wait,
let's
wait.
do some shout outs and wrap this bitch
Did you
up then.
check and see if he was dead, Firebelly?
Is he going to come back with an eye patch?
I mean, I stabbed him in the
Is Dwayne the Rock Johnson going to shrug off a knife wound to the face? Come back as mega.
Guys, I'm making a
definitely stabbed
list.
him in the face.
I'm making a list of literally everyone you've wronged in this game, and they're gonna make a gang, and they're gonna come and fuck your shit. All right, so yeah, let's do a shout out. Eugene, let's start with you, my man.
Hi, I'm Eugene. You can find me at twitch.tv/Eugene. The spelling is down in the doobly-doo because Henley is good at doing the doobly-doo things. Anywho, yeah, I play games. I do this thing with Henley. And, yeah, I'm notoriously inconsistent.
Amen.
Have a great day.
All right, Spooty McTooty.
Yeah, I'm here on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, doing this with Henley, and I'm not streaming. Eventually, I will again, though. One of these days, it'll happen.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
No worries. James Corp. I need to change your overlay, but what up?
Been like a week.
Oh, sorry.
I'm James Corp. You can find me on Twitch. I keep saying the other thing because I'm still not used to saying it.
We don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah. In January we've got I've got 5 RPGs starting. We've got Star Trek Adventures, Numenera, 7th Sea, Exalted 3rd Edition, and Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait, which 7 Seas are you doing? First or second?
First edition. We're trying that out, but I wanted to do second, but the GM wanted to do first, so I had to do first.
Yeah.
I'm also here on once a month Wednesday here, which is about the average. It's about once a month. And then I'm here more often on Thursday.
Yeah. Yep. Doc Gast, what up?
Yeah, that's me. You can catch me here with board game stuff. I don't think we're doing it tomorrow, are we? I think
No, we are.
Is it the holidays? Is people going to be available?
We should be okay. Spooty, you want to play tomorrow?
I will be at work when you guys do that.
We'll find a 4th, because if we lose one more game, we have to open that fucking red box. I don't want to do that.
Wah, wah.
We're gonna need 4 people. We have to win that game. We can't lose it, or else that game will kill us. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to be opening that box.
Yeah, I imagine the last few months would just be like, all right, turn 7, we lose. You up for another game? Yeah. But yeah, we should be live tomorrow with board games. If not, we'll talk about it in the Discord, I guess. But last but not least,
we'll fix it.
Yeah. Last but not least, Mr. Prelio, what up? The ghost is back.
Yo.
Welcome
Yes,
back.
I'm back. And hopefully I will be streaming more. I haven't been as of late. Been away for a while. So yeah, you can find me here on Twitch at Prylor and Prylor_TV on Twitter. Please follow me.
Mm-hmm.
I would appreciate it. And subscribe to me if you're feeling extra, generous. And yeah, I play video games and do things. So
Nice. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's episode of Surge. It's getting ridiculous, as all cyberpunk games tend to do. But if you're around in a couple hours, we will be doing a daily stream. Timetable-wise, we're looking at, I guess, board games with Beta Bros, and then that's pretty much it, because Sunday is Christmas Eve. So I doubt we'll be playing any games there. Because in Poland, actually, Christmas takes place on Christmas Eve, which is very strange. All the gift giving gets done after you eat dinner on Christmas Eve, which is very strange, I must admit. But I will not be anywhere near my computer for the 24th or the 25th. So, as I imagine most of the world will be. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
thank you very much for watching. Make sure you come by the Discord channel and check out the fan party stuff that we have going on. Stars Without Number is the system this time. And we have already filled up one table, and we have another table up for 11 a.m. on the day. Oh yeah, 11 a.m. Sorry, not p.m. It's 11 a.m. PST. So if you can make that, come fill it up. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good one. Remember, try not to curb stomp literally everyone you meet. Like seriously, like just stop.
Depends if they fuck us over.
It's time to stop. Okay,
It works. Right?
it's time to stop.
I mean, we got 3
Time to
Congas,
stomp herd.
though the forest died and the bears left.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Bye bye.
Merry Christmas.